Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Friday morning. At least out here in Colorado, it's pretty beautiful. Um, I hope you are all ready for our second game of the weekend. I'm Chris. Um, I will be running the game today. So I think without further ado, though, we'll just jump right into things, and then I'll give you guys an opportunity to introduce yourselves and describe your characters. You are all members of a mercenary guild called the Untamed Shields. Your organization was contacted by Mr. James Brightwell, the lone townsguard of a small rural village called Baston. There have been some strange happenings inside the village over the last few months. A number of thefts have occurred, mostly small trinkets or family heirlooms. The worst of the thefts involved some livestock being taken from one of the farms. The behavior has escalated, though, with the death of one of the village residents a few nights ago. The closest city investigators are too busy to be able to make it to Baston, so the local magistrate offered to cover the cost for Brightwell to hire the Untamed Shields. You have been briefed of the situation and are given instructions to meet Mr. Brightwell at his home near the entrance to the village. So we will come into you guys on the road. You're maybe 15-20 minutes away from actually entering the village. If you guys want to go ahead and give some brief descriptions, I guess we'll start with, just go around. Lemonardo, if you want to jump in.
Hello. Sorry. I just found out my sister has a meeting right now. Can you hear her? And as soon as I say that, she stopped. So, Lemonardo is essentially a Ninja Turtle. He is a turtle who wears a dark yellow mask. And look, if Naruto can wear orange, I can wear a dark yellow and be stealthy, okay? And he's very lean and he's a little sneaky boy. And he thinks he's way cooler than he actually is. And he has a soul knife robe, so, he prides himself in not, having too much equipment he has to carry around.
All right, we'll go to Wix.
Standing at about 3 foot, Wix is a rock gnome with a pair of inventor goggles on that just magnify their eyeballs to cartoon dimensions. They have some studded leather overalls on and just a really big sack of shit. It's like Santa Claus walking around at 3 foot. Just around.
Brilliant. All right, and now to Torvin.
Yeah, Torvin is a cleric, a half-orc cleric. She grew up kind of out in the wilderness, pretty on the fringe of the civilized lands, so pretty rough kind of looking, even for a half-orc, I would say. Older style clothing, has never really been into any sort of the fads that came through fashion-wise. Definitely superstitious as well. So she's a Twilight Domain cleric, so kind of picked up on things from what she considers really just truly superstitious stuff. So trying to protect her people from the unknown, that's kind of always been her thing. So she tries to serve that same purpose within the guild as well, making sure that she checks for the superstitious things that other people might let slip through the cracks.
Very nice. And last but not least, Rowan.
Yeah. Rowan is a Shatterkite druid. They wear mostly militant armor and have a giant greatsword and do not act in any way a druid is imagined other than the fact they love to surround themselves with animals. They are Circle of Stars, so prefer to be out at night, but know that the stars are always up there, regardless of what's happening, and ready to bring them down on anyone that tries to make it hard for us.
All right. Yeah. So at this point, it's roughly, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 a.m. As you crest the top of the hill, The village of Baston grows before you, set in a small valley at the edge of a dense forest. Quaint houses with thatched roofs stand next to various types of stables, barns, and other animal pens, all circling an open space at the center of the village with what appears to be a small stage in the middle. This would seem to be an idyllic little village if it weren't for a palpable tension hanging over it, a deep sense of foreboding emanating from within. As you continue along the road, you see a small, simple wooden sign about 100 feet from the village. It says, "Welcome to Baston." And as you enter the village, there is one lone house kind of just right there to your left with two people standing outside. One of them is a male human, early 40s. Looks a little bit unkempt. His hair's definitely probably hasn't been washed in a few days. There's a few days of patchy stubble on his face. And wearing very, very simple, like leather armor and carrying a short sword. Standing next to him is an older female elf. Probably, well, hard to tell with an elf, but if she was a human, she'd be in her late 60s, early 70s. Still very beautiful, bright blonde hair, kind of just cascading down the back. Yeah, they are having a little bit of a conversation and see you for riding in, and they kind of quickly finish whatever they're saying, and the male raises his hand and kind of waves over to you, like, and as you approach, and I'm assuming you are from the Untamed Shields?
Yes, that's us.
Oh, very good.
You could say that. Hair flip with no hair.
We are very glad that you are here. My name is James Brightwell. I'm the town guard here. This is Melinda Sandgrove. She is the leader of the village. And she kind of nods at you, and it's like, if you all wouldn't mind, please come inside. We have much to discuss.
I'm already there. And he's already inside.
Well,
Can I roll for that? Can I roll to see if I'm already inside?
What? Go for it.
Yes. Okay, which roll would
Let's
this be?
say... Let's make this a acrobatics.
That's a 14.
You almost make it. James turns and opens the door, and you start to sprint in there, and if you'd been just a little bit quicker, you might have been able to get it, but you kind of just barely clip his shoulder as you move in.
Oh, I'm getting rusty.
Right, okay. Please, let's just make yourselves comfortable. There's a table sitting there with 6 chairs around it. There's a pitcher of water on the table and some assorted fruits and vegetables laid out. At this point, Melinda, the elf, steps in. So, I don't know how much you are apprised of our current situation, but a few months ago, we started noticing some petty thefts happening around the village. It was small at first. Someone's necklace, a bracelet, maybe a small family shield. A few weeks ago, it was some livestock were taken. A few goats were pulled out of one of the pens overnight. And then, unfortunately, 3 nights ago, Mr. Caro was found, well, in the morning his wife found him dead in the stables. It looked as if he was strangled, but we're not really equipped to handle this sort of thing.
That is rather unfortunate.
Do you think foul play is involved, or what was Mr. Caro's mental state?
I mean, we've all been a little bit on edge with the thefts happening and the escalation of them. But from what his wife Janeth was telling us, he did disappear sometime around 6 or 7 o'clock the previous evening.
I take it he's not one to go off wandering by himself at random times.
Not that we're aware of, no. He does. I mean, most of us here keep animals. So his wife thought he had just gone on out to put the animals away for the night and check on them, but he didn't return. She started getting a little worried and informed Mr. Brightwell here about it, and they did do a brief cursory search for him that night, but were unable to find him. And then the next morning, he was there in the stable, dead. And James will kind of pipe in there. It's like, yeah, as she said, he disappeared around 6 o'clock. Janeth came to me maybe at 8:39, and we searched for a few hours but couldn't find him. We came back with the intention of just getting some sleep and going out first thing in the morning to continue our search, but Janeth came to me just before dawn when I was getting ready to go back out and told me that she found him.
Had you searched the stables the night before? Were they empty at the time?
They were. We did not find him anywhere on his property. The neighboring properties there was no sign of him.
Very strange. Leonardo, you're not Lemonardo, legally distinct. You're the sneakiest of us. Why would someone hide a body the next day?
Secrets.
Maybe they.
He says as he's trying to.
found.
Yes, that. Mm-hmm. Can we see where the body was found?
Of course, yes. I can take you there right now.
Okay. I have a very important question for you, DM.
Yes.
How do you deal with passive abilities? Because while my I only get a +5 to investigation, but my passive investigation is a 20.
Jeez. I mean, it's a good question, man. I've never had anybody with a high passive investigation before.
To Mika's point, my passive perception is 19.
Okay.
So if it matters.
My passive insight's 18.
My passive perception is 22.
Mika, get out of here.
Well,
Makes it feel
this
better.
isn't
My
fair.
passive insight's only 13. It's because I took observant.
My passive perception is 19, insight 19, investigation 9.
well, those of you with a high passive insight, I can tell you, like, these two, Melinda and James, they seem very sincere. James, especially, is very nervous. He's freaked out. Like this, he's way in over his head. Like, it was one thing when they were dealing with some petty thefts. That's something he might be able to handle. But this is something that is way out of his scope of what he ever thought he would have to be involved
Murder.
in. Yeah. And those of you with a high passive perception, the village is strangely calm right now for it being the middle of the day. It's not a big village. Like there's maybe 125 people here, but it's pretty quiet for it being the middle of just a normal day. And then as far as the passive investigation goes, I mean, you'll get some details and things while you're out walking around. I mean, basically until you tell me you're actively searching for something, like we'll kind of play that by ear. But and so with that though, James will head towards the door and open it for you and lead you out into the town. And he takes you into close towards the center of the town. And once again, it is pretty calm out right now. There's a few people out moving around. You hear the sounds of some of the animals, but there's not a lot of activity. Takes you into the center of the town, and off to the north, about 5 or 6 houses down. This is the Caro's house. The stable where we found him is just around back. He starts leading you towards the back, and as he gets there, he real quickly just briefly knocks on the door, and you see a woman open it. She's maybe in her mid-30s. James tells her, like, I'm sorry to bother you, Janeth. The investigators are here, and I'm just taking them to the stables. And she very clearly been crying and looks very disheveled, just kind of nods and shuts the door. He takes you back to the stables. It has been cleaned out of all the animals. Like, they've all been taken out and moved, and he tells you, like, they moved them to other stables for now. The body is still lying there. It seems to be in good condition. But there is very clearly a giant purple bruise around the throat. What do you all want to do?
Can I investigate the body?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation.
Okay.
Nobody has speak with dead, do they?
26.
26? Okay. So, first thing, most obvious thing, the bruising around his neck. It looks like a hand, but it is massive. Like, the fingers wrap all the way around the back of his throat. And as you look closer, you can see, like, you don't think he was strangled. Like, you think his neck was literally just snapped with one quick grab and twist. Strangely, he still has stuff in his pockets. He's still got some coins in his pockets and some other just random things that a farmer might have in his pockets. I don't know. So his body wasn't looted.
It seems it wasn't goblins, because they probably couldn't snap a neck. Probably something big. And it wasn't a mugger. So I think we're dealing with vampires.
Okay.
I was unaware vampires had big hands.
You know, sometimes frost giants can become vampires, okay?
Yes.
You know, Rowan,
Wix has seen some stuff.
maybe you should just support my hypothesis for once.
I'm not against it. You're quite smart. It feels like you're jumping to a wild conclusion there is all.
Yeah, but that's the fun, is if it's a wild conclusion and I happen to be right, then it's like, whoa, what a genius!
if
That's
it was
how
a vampire,
Sherlock Holmes did it.
they
They don't tell you about the many times he was wrong.
I think they do. That's the entire publication.
Right, I haven't
Is there-
actually read that many Sherlock Holmes. Sorry.
Is there blood missing? That could be another hint if this was a vampire.
No, it doesn't seem like there was a vampire bite.
Okay, that would be a waste. A waste of a little nom 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 midnight snack. Yeah. So I'm gonna rule out vampire. Above
loss.
table, does anyone have a good medicine check to like investigate the? Because I have a -1. So
Mine's decent.
Okay.
I have 0. I can try.
What do you have, Torvin?
+4.
Okay, I got a +5. I can go for it if you want. Well, can I
Go for
attempt
it.
medical attention? Oh, never mind. So that's a 6 total.
Oh.
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, given
Blood,
your
no.
expertise of
It
medicine, this guy's dead.
Well,
What did you learn, Rowan?
if you look here, the patient died.
Oh, interesting.
Potentially
Makes
by
sense.
dolphins.
Dolphin vampires?
If we're all throwing out wild conspiracies, could be dolphins. The town would never be prepared to fight them.
It's true.
James, is there anything that would in this area? You know, are you aware of anything in this area with hands of this size?
Not that we've ever seen. I mean, I suppose there are stories about the forests here. I mean, just ghost stories about evil things in the woods, you know, to try and scare the kids and keep them from playing in there. It can be dangerous. There are, you know, owl bears and things like that out there. But there are stories about some sort of beast out there that's not quite a giant, but not a human. I mean, of course, that's kind of where our minds went to at first, but I mean, these are supposed to be just stories. They've been telling them in this village for generations.
Torvin kind of begins to just look around a little anxiously.
I would say with your high passive investigation, Lemonardo, like you can tell that whatever happened, like, yeah, it did not happen here. Based on what you can see, it looks like around the doors leading into the stable, there's something caught up in the top of the door jamb, and you can see what appear to be some, not drag marks on the ground, but maybe like where the body was kind of thrown in and then slid maybe a foot or so into the position he's in now.
I'm like half-assedly point that out and then go straight to the door so I can see what's caught there.
Okay. Your stats are high, and if you can tell, there's some fabric caught up in there. It's very, very dingy fabric. Looks like it is well worn and probably hasn't been cleaned ever.
Okay. All right. It looks like we've got a dirty boy here. So maybe it was a humanoid vampire pig. You know, based on this very dirty, very, very dirty cloth. And it did happen at night. So vampire still
A man
still an
vamp
option.
pig.
Can I try like a history or a survival or some sort of check for like the creatures they mentioned in the story to see if any of them actually are native to the area?
Yeah, I would say that would be a history check.
Cool. Okay, 17 total.
Okay. So you have, or you are aware of stories in these woods about ogres. And I mean, some of that is verified, that there have been packs of ogres that will wander these woods. What really draws your attention to it, though, is typically ogres don't really wear clothing. They might have a loincloth on, but that's about it. Knowing that there's some fabric caught up there and histories of ogres, you have heard about ogres that are smarter and can potentially perform magic. And they are typically creatures that
Like an Oni.
do wear clothing.
There are potentially wizard vampire ogres in the hills that we would need to look out for.
Oh, this is getting better and better. I'm so excited.
Okay, so can I... How clear is the path, the dragging marks that I saw come in? Would I be able to follow those like a good little investigator?
For that, I will need an investigation.
Damn, okay, hold on. It's a 24.
Very nice.
Tasty.
It takes
Nom 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 nom.
a little bit of doing, but yes, you are able to follow some tracks.
I'm too cool to let everyone else know. Y'all are gonna have to use your passive perceptions to see if I leave.
Let me just follow you.
Fine. I'm not saying anything though. I'm just going like a intriguing. And
Okay.
yeah, just like nose to the ground. I'm just I'm following these tracks.
All right. So you start to follow these tracks, and they lead you back farther on the property to where another large barn is. They lead around the back of that, and then the footprints get smaller. They're fairly large when you first see them, and then suddenly they're the size of a normal person's footprints. And from there, they lead kind of meandering around the back of some other properties, and then all the way back to the town center, where they start to get lost among the normal foot traffic of the town.
A shape-shifting ogre.
Yo, where'd you come from?
Hey,
You were behind me this whole time?
yes, I'm very stealthy. So it's a shape-shifting
taught you
wizard
well.
vampire ogre. Maybe they're also part dragon, and that's why they can shift into human form.
No, they're okay. This is above table knowledge. Can I roll something to see if I can? Because I, Mika, know, or I'm pretty sure that Oni, which are a type of ogre, can shapeshift. But with Lemonardo now.
Let's see, for that, what kind of check do I want you to do for that?
You can flip a D2. It's fun. One side has a 1, one side has a Kraken.
Oh, hey, I have those.
Yeah, very fun.
I think for this, let's say it would be I'm going to say history or nature.
And they're
Whichever's
both
high.
the same. Not as high as I would like. Okay.
You got this,
History
Lemon.
is nope, not proficient in either, so I can't use an ability to help. Oh, that's not bad. That's an 18 total.
Okay. I
Wow,
would
these
say
guys like me.
with the information that you've gathered, and with that roll, I would say that yeah, you are aware of Onis. They are ogres that can do magic, and they are able to shapeshift.
My dear Watson, it could be Oni.
Oh my!
No, it's bottlenose werewolves.
Were dolphins.
Yep.
Or if you're
Okay,
really
they can-
unlucky, the dreaded were narwhal.
A werewall, if you will.
Why
Not to be
wall?
confused with the Wonder Wall.
A werewaldo.
Where that Waldo?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do we know of any way that we can smoke out a shapeshifter?
I can start hitting everyone with the moon. It makes them be bad at that.
That's true. Moonbeam and gather people up.
Just take the entire townsfolk and moonbeam the entire town and see who's alive. They're probably the Oni.
Kill them all.
We
Throw
just
I
have
know.
them line up
I
and
know.
create like a
We're
stall, and you just go down.
We have a one
We
star
are
review on
heroes.
Yelp. Fantasy Yelp.
Oh, we're worse than the triplets. God.
For the greater
no.
good.
No. I didn't think we could get worse than the triplets. Damn it. Okay.
We could light them all up and all cast Zone of Truth.
That's so
And
much
just start
safer.
asking people.
That's
Do
a
that.
lot
That's so much safer.
Yeah, I like that.
And then if that
Just
fails,
have
move
everyone come
Yeah,
one
and
by
then if-
one,
yeah.
answer, "Are you evil?" And then they walk away.
Are you an Oni? You have to tell us. It's like being a cop.
And if we feel like they're a little too charismatic, moonbeam.
I like it. It's a good backup plan.
Banishment.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh man.
Is there a good way for us to get the entire town to come up to us one by one?
Do you say that to the ether or do you say that to James?
I say that, yeah, to James.
I mean, it would take some time, but we could.
Town hall.
Well, we're pretty small. We don't really have a town hall. We usually have any public meetings or anything like that at the stage, the center of town.
We could put on a show. Just like a lot of audience participation.
So a magic show is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, it'll be magical.
Okay, what other ideas do we have? Anyone?
To get them
Bueller?
there?
That feels dismissive.
To get them there, to try and track them down.
We could wander in the woods and hope we find them. Or wait until night and see if they try and kill someone again.
That might be one of our best bets, though I don't know how people will feel that we're using them for bait.
They don't need to know. They'll think it's part of the magic show.
If they've mainly been stealing, do you suppose Mr. Caro found them? And that's why he's dead?
Good point.
James will chime in. I mean, it's possible. If you'd like, you can speak to his widow. I know she's not in a great place right now, but I mean, I'm sure she would be ready and willing to help with an investigation.
If nothing else, we can ask her. She's a shapeshifter.
Good start.
Yeah. If she says yes, the investigation's over, and it was just so easy.
It's true.
Yeah.
Or we could just wander around town asking people if anyone they know has been shifty lately.
We could do both. 2 of us go to the widow. 2 of us ask everybody in town if anyone's weird.
I'll be on Team Weird.
All right, who else is on Team Weird? And who's on Team Widow?
I'll be Team Widow.
All right.
Where do you want to go? I'll go either way.
I'm trying to figure out where it'd be most effective. I'd probably go Widow.
Okay, I'll go Team Weird. This can only go well.
We got this, Team Weird.
We got this.
All right. Well, before you wander off to start questioning all the inhabitants of the town, James will. It's like, if you would like, you can set up on the stage there in the center of town, and I will get word passed along that the investigators would like to talk to as many people as they can.
Oh, that would be
real
wonderful.
helpful. Yeah,
I was
that's
just
good.
going to start knocking on doors, so I like that a lot more.
So James kind of looks around and sees another one of the residents and kind of whistles at him, calls him over. It's like, Marvin, if you don't mind, could you spread the word that the investigators are here and they would like to talk to as many people as they can. They're just trying to get as much information as possible. Just start spreading the word to meet them at the center of town. And kind of like, all right, yeah, and he heads back and starts spreading the word.
Tell people we'll buy them a beer if they give us good information. That'll get them coming.
Yep, that will.
I mean, to be fair, we started with 750 gold. How much is a beer?
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
2 copper. We can
Yeah, I
buy.
forgot
We
we
can
had
buy
money.
around for the
Yeah.
whole town.
Is Baston large enough to serve beer here?
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of it would probably be just like beer that they make, but I mean,
Homebrew.
I'm sure they have some casks around with ale in it.
Just craft beer. You know, just
Yeah,
nice local craft beer, my dude. You
Yeah.
know, and they just brew it in their garages, and you know, like it's got that nice local berry flavor that they put in there. If you let them talk too long about it, they
They
totally
call
will.
it brewberry.
I've never wanted to mood being a commoner more.
It's just this hippie gnome with a he's got a man bun and wears sandals all the time.
yeah. It's like this is our small batch good berry wheat. This is. So first, James will take the other 2 with him back to the Caros house to speak to his wife. Heads back, knocks on the door. Same woman, very, very disheveled, opens it and says, like, Janeth, I'm really sorry to bother you again, but these 2 really do need some information about that night and the next morning.
I have
If
such
you-
a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Excellent.
First, let's get in so we can talk to the wife.
Okay. So she'll like, yes, of course, come in. And so you enter. It's a pretty modest little house. You're in the dining, kitchen, living room area. There's just a small wood burning stove on one wall, and there's 3 children inside, kind of doing chores, cleaning up, sweeping, dusting. She tells them, like, she looks at the oldest one, a daughter who's maybe 16, 17. It's like, Nadine, would you take Max and Seth and go play outside for a little bit. So she gathers up the two younger ones and they head outside. And then she turns to you and is like, well, what do you need to know?
Above table, does everyone in town know about this murder?
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, never mind. I've got a masquerade tattoo, and I was gonna use it to look like the deceased.
I mean, you could still do it, but...
I could do it at night, make people think I'm a ghost.
Yeah, there you go.
Lure them out. Okay, I actually like the idea.
We're changing this up. It's Scooby-Doo now.
Yeah. How upset would you be if tonight I pretended to be your husband to lure out the attacker?
Do you actually ask her that?
Yeah, I asked her that.
She kind of looks at you in horror. It's like, what do you mean pretend to be him?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. James, like, did you have any questions for her?
I mean, that was a question.
Yeah. We have a couple other questions too, but
Yeah.
good plan, Leonardo. I like it. So, did James frequently go out around this time of evening? Like, was there certain chores he was doing where he could have come across someone?
Yeah, usually just before bed, he makes one last walk around the property just to make sure that the animals are put away so that they're not out at night. I mean, there are, it's rare, but there are owl bears, wolves in the woods. So just usually right after dinner, just one last walk just to make sure everything's okay.
He didn't have any enemies that you know of in town, did he, or rivals?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, there's small little squabbles that happen with, the neighbors sometimes. I mean, it's usually stupid things, like, one of our goats might get into their yard or something like that, or vice versa, but it's nothing I think anyone would kill him over.
Are there any new neighbors, or is there a neighbor who's been acting a little odd lately?
No new neighbors. She starts to talk and then kind of catches herself. No one's acting odd.
There was a little bit of a pause there.
James,
is it you? Are you the one acting odd?
James, could you give us a minute with Janeth alone?
Of course. He walks out of the room and walks outside.
Janeth, help us help you. What's really going on?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Ooh. That's not great, but we'll try it.
Let me do it.
That would be
Please.
much better.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you guys got a +1 to all rolls.
Yeah, it's still a 5.
So that's a 2 plus 12 for a 14.
Jeez.
But because I'm not satisfied with that, I am going to use one of my psionic die, which lets me roll a d8. What was it? No, hold on. Let me make sure. I'm just going to keep talking until I make sure I get this right. Hopefully it'll just be another few seconds. Here we go. Cybolstered knack. So I can roll one psionic die and add the number to the roll. Cool, I was right. D8, one of my favorite die. Plus another 2. So that's 16?
16? Okay.
Yeah.
She kind of buries her face in her hands for a second and just like, there's there have been a few people acting odd. It's one of my kids, and his friends. We thought it was just because of all the thefts, and it's just people sneaking into houses and stealing things. I mean, our house had something stolen from it. They stole some silver that it's been passed down for generations.
What? Maybe this isn't above the table, but do we know what else has been stolen from around town?
It's a lot of things like that.
All silver?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some silver, some like gold necklaces or rings, or even maybe just some. I mean, mostly just like trinkets and family heirlooms. Like it's probably the most valuable things that most of these people have, but like nothing super like grand or spectacular.
Okay. So your child and their friends.
Yes.
Which child?
It's
Max or Seth?
It's Seth. Seth, and then his two friends, Emmeline Farfeather and Gabriel Shadu. They were all born within 6 months of each other. They've kind of been inseparable since they were little. They've been wandering off recently in the middle of the day, and we haven't been able to find them. A couple of the times I caught Seth trying to sneak out at night. He won't tell me.
Could also be that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, he won't tell me why he's trying to go out. Just something about needing to go to the bathroom, but not wanting to use the one we have inside. I don't know. I mean, that's
weird. Okay. All right, maybe we should talk to this child.
Can we talk to Seth?
May we talk to Seth?
We're going to talk to Seth.
Yeah, yes, of course. She walks towards the door and opens it and yells out for Seth, and little boy comes in. He's 10 years old. Sorry, go ahead.
Telepathically to Lemonardo, say, "Do I zone of truth the kid?"
Yes.
Let me see how discreetly I can cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, if you want to be discreet, I'll need a stealth.
Which I have disadvantage on. Really think I should Zone of Truth the kid?
Okay, never mind.
I don't know. Like, do I do it? He's gonna know. We care that he knows.
We can lie and say
No.
we're doing it to everyone.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Centered on him.
Okay.
So he can make a charisma saving throw. The save is 17 to answer us.
Oh man, that is hilarious. That is a 17.
Meets it beats. You got it. So who
Moonbeam the
knows?
child.
It's a free for all. Maybe he'll be honest.
Well, at least the boy and the mom both rolled shit on their perception and did not realize that you cast a spell.
Well, that's shocking, but okay.
Yeah, a 3 and a 4 on their perception checks, but an 18 minus 1 on
Of course.
the charisma.
Of course.
Of course, I've got nothing that can help us. Okay.
That's awesome.
Did it work?
I don't know.
I feel like with Zone of Truth, you know if... I don't remember.
An affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie.
Okay.
It can be evasive as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth, but... Oh, I know whether each creature succeeds or fails, so I would know. Okay. It didn't work.
That's unfortunate. Well, maybe you should take a leak, 'cause I'm just going to ask the kid why he's being so weird.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Hey, Seth, was it? We got a couple questions for you about some of the odd things that have been going around town. Do you mind talking to us for a minute?
Oh, okay.
So your mom's been letting us know that you and a couple of your friends have been, kind of exploring the area. We were just curious if you've seen anything on your, your outings in the middle of the day. Anything out of the ordinary.
No, we're just... He kind of looks at his mom and hangs his head. So we're just going into the woods to play. And Mom's, Seth, we tell you, it's so dangerous out there. How can you be doing that?
We're about in the woods. Are you guys find a cool place to hang out, Seth?
Yeah, there's this little fort that's out there. It's just, it's just made from like blankets or whatever, but it's pretty cool.
You ever see anybody else out there?
No.
Can you show us where this fort is?
Can I roll insight? Because I think he's full of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will my passive insight work here?
Probably. Yes, it will.
It's
Okay, I
only
use my
13.
passive too. Passive
That's
18.
all right. He just rolled a 1 on his deception check, so yeah, he is full of shit. He has seen something out there, somebody out there.
Telepathically to Lemonardo, I'm like, I don't think he's going to tell us the truth while his mom's in here. Hold on, you're muted.
You're muted.
Ma'am, can you show me to the kitchen? I am parched.
Okay, I can get
I
you
can roll
some
deception
water.
for you.
Yeah, you might as well.
Cool. Yeah, that's in 18 plus 12 for 30.
Jesus. She rolled a 19, but there's no way she's got a plus 12 to beat that, so...
Yeah. I can also use my psionic die, if that isn't enough, and add a d8. Do you think we're good?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay, yeah.
She's
Such
like,
a shitty lie, too.
she's like, yeah, of course, and she heads out into the kitchen, and you hear her moving around in there, like getting you a glass of water.
Well, while she does that, look at the kid, like, Seth, I know you've seen something out there, and we think that it's somehow connected to what happened to your dad. You gotta tell us what you saw.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion. I'm gonna say with advantage.
Oh, that's
Just because you're two kind of scary looking adults that are asking the right questions.
19.
Okay. And with this, he breaks down and he starts sobbing. He's like, it's just Grammy and Gramps out there. Like they wouldn't hurt anybody. They're just they play with us and they bring us rolls and sweets and
Kill your dad.
Okay.
No, it's. I did.
Yeah, that
I thought that to myself. I sent that psychically.
Torben is not great at comforting people, so she doesn't like really know what to do in this situation other than like we got what we wanted. So I'll kind of like look at Leonardo and kind of that you got that right.
Oh, where in the woods is your little hideout? Your super cool hideout.
It's just past our barn a little ways. There's,
The barn. Okay. Slay. Let's do this.
all right, and with that, we are going to cut over to what was it, Team Weird?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we have a
Team Weird.
plan.
Okay.
Is there, as we're gathering everyone, is there like a forest guardian or spirit or town religion that this town follows?
This would probably just be a kind of generic like followers of Palor
Okay.
town.
We have a crowd of people in front of us, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'd like to cast Silent Image to summon an image of Palor floating in the sky above us, and then with my passive insight look for the shadiest one and message them, I know your sins, confess.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here.
If anyone wants to doubt it, they can, but...
You've got... I mean, is there a check for that? Like with the...
Yeah, it's a DC 17 wisdom saving throw. Not saving throw, wisdom check. I lied. I fully lied. Investigation check. Yeah.
Okay. So...
We're believing if God has come to shame this town.
I think there's probably only one person that would know that you were full of shit.
That's who we know to go for weeks.
Let's see, they got plus one. Okay, well, they don't realize it. So you've got about, I don't know, 40, 50 people kind of out here in the square. That's a good third of the town. You project this image of Palor in the sky above them, and pretty much all of them, they all look very shocked. Most of them start to bow.
As they should.
There's one or two that kind of hesitate at first, but then kind of just looking at everyone else bowing, like, just go ahead and bow. The ones that would stick out to you would be, let's see. There is one woman who looks like she's maybe in her late 20s. She is actually wearing a necklace with the symbol of Palor on it. Mm-hmm. And she kind of looks a little dubious at first, but then looking at everybody else bows. And then there's a couple other men that are also kind of like looking around, just like, all right, I guess this is what we're doing, and bow.
While this
Nate, do we want to immediately
happening,
assume the church is bad, or should we go for one of the men?
while this is happening, could I cast Detect Magic to see if anyone is in disguise right now?
Go for it.
I'm just going to pick one of the random guys, because it's only a turn to cast message, and just start sending all of them, I know your sins, confess, in my most Palor voice I can.
Okay. So, as far as the Detect Magic goes, what's the radius on that?
30 feet. But I think I'm like trying to mingle with everyone, just handing out beers to people. Just like, hello there, I am Investigator Wicks. Over there is my compatriot, Detective Rowan. We are here to solve some crimes.
Here's
your free beer. Thank you for giving us your time.
pick up on any magic in the crowd.
Oh no.
The only thing that is pinging for you is the silent image above your head. The first guy that you message that to looks around, sees everybody else either bowing or now drinking ale, and let's see. He just assumes he heard something, like he's hearing things, and he is looking around very suspiciously now, but does not reply or say anything, just is very on edge. The second guy screams and runs. Did you send it to the woman as well?
Yeah.
She answers back.
I forgot to pray yesterday.
She says, so you did create that image. I doubt you know my sins. But I have nothing to hide anyway.
But you sinned, therefore you need to confess. Also, who's the man that ran away? And also, I think mentally too, Wix be like, that guy's running, probably look after him.
I'm on it.
Yeah, and it's not easy for him to get away. Like, everybody's kind of packed together. So, I mean, he's trying to get through the crowd to leave. So, at this point, she's just going to kind of cut through the bullshit, and she's just going to walk up to you. It's like, there's no reason to be wasting our magic. Just, what do you want to know?
We are supposed to find out how the man died, and we figured making the townspeople afraid and oppressing them would give us the quickest answer.
These are good people. No one in this town was capable of that.
But one person could be.
I do not believe that a single person in this town would have committed that act. Whoever it was, it's someone from outside. Wix, if you are trying to chase that guy, I just need a athletics or acrobatics check just to see how well you're able to move through the crowd to catch up to him.
Copy that. That is a 16.
Okay. Did better than him. So yeah, he's still trying to push his way through the crowd. You fairly quickly catch up to him and are able to kind of reach out and grab the back of his coat and keep him from running any further.
So the god Palor asks you to confess your sins and you run away? That doesn't seem very good of you.
I'm sorry. I just if everybody here knew what I was doing, then they might kick me out.
Well, that seems very sketchy. If you would take a step over to the side here with me and just explain away what you're doing, as long as you're not killing people, I'm cool with it.
Okay, you're just...
Inspector Wicks, by the way, nice to meet you. Did you get your free ale at the entrance?
Not yet, no.
Oh, come on, have one.
Feeling like he could use the liquid courage, yeah, he takes it and just downs it. Look, Inspector Wicks, look, I didn't have anything to do with Mr. Caro dying, all right? Nothing to do with that. It's just, we do a lot of bartering around here, and I've been hiding weights in the baskets for the things that I'm trading to make it look like I'm giving more than I am.
Dude, not cool.
And I know. But if they found out that that's what I was doing, they'd probably just kick me out of the village. And I don't have anywhere else to go, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you probably deserve to be kicked out of the village, but here's the thing. I'll keep your secret for you if you can help me a little bit with my investigation.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm asking for.
Whatever you need, man. What do you want to know?
Who's been weird in town? We know there's a shapeshifter. Someone here is the murderer.
A shapeshifter?
Yep. It's crazy, right?
As God is in the sky.
Really messed up day.
Can shapeshifters turn into like little kids?
The kids have been weird. Oh, wow.
Look,
This will be really bad publicity for us if we're not right on this one.
Look,
We can't have this happen again.
There's 3 of them. They've always been weird, but they're just getting fucking weirder, man.
Okay. Any of these kids here? They probably weren't really interested in the free beer we offered, huh?
No, they're not here. But one of them, Emmeline, her mom, actually, she's talking to your buddy over there.
Okay.
The other 2 are Gabriel, and then Seth Jr. That's the Caros boy. His dad is the one that was killed.
The murderer's inside the house. That's always a good one.
But that's all I know about people acting weird. You promise me you're not going to say anything?
I promise. Now go, have another beer. Thank you for your help.
Okay. And he wanders off to go get another beer.
I'm gonna message Rowan. It's the children! They're all evil!
Okay, yeah, then I guess, I didn't get the, cleric's name, so like, oh, by the way, my name is Rowan, I don't know yours.
My
Introduce
name
yourself as Detective Rowan. Makes you seem more official.
My name is Reese.
Would you like to say that you were part of this so you can save face with the whole Pevlor in the sky, or should I just make him wave and disappear into the clouds?
It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can dismiss him.
And you just see like Pevlor wave and float up above the cloud line and disappear. Then I'll say, my companion has told me the children of town are weird. Can you elaborate on the weird children?
What was your passive insight? Was it pretty high?
19.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost imperceptible, but she does very slightly flinch when you say the children are weird. I don't know what you mean by the children are weird.
Well, you have a very telling bodily reaction, so either you hate children or you're protecting one. Why are the children weird?
There's been a lot of scary things happening lately. Wouldn't you think that would make little kids be a little weird?
You don't call kids weird if it's a one-time thing. Are you protecting someone? Do we need to bring God back down and talk about scary children?
Don't trust what that woman says. Her kid's one of the weird kids.
Your kid's a weird one?
Look, can we talk somewhere else a little more privately?
Sure. We can go wherever. Did you get your free beer? Oh no, we've lost our GM. Nate, our shenanigans broke the game. There we go.
I'm not interested in alcohol.
That's fine. Do you have like a shed or a house or something we can go to and talk?
We can go to my house. She leads you off to the almost the opposite side of town from where the Caro's house was, but leads you into her house. This one is like all the houses here, very plain inside. There's really nothing extravagant. The only exception would be she does have a very nice like large holy symbol to Palor, like hanging on the wall. But other than and some like different holy books and things like that, but otherwise it's a pretty simple run of the mill village home.
Wix, come on, we're going to house.
Wait for me, I have little legs.
Just follow along.
Alright, and once you both get there, she'll kind of go back and walk around, make sure, like, kind of look inside, and just like, Emmeline, are you home? Doesn't hear anything. She's, alright. Emmeline and her friends have always... They've always been a little odd. They've always had a very strong connection with each other. Been basically inseparable since they were toddlers. But before all this started happening, they started disappearing in the middle of the day. She won't tell me where they're going, just that they're out playing somewhere in the village. But then these thefts started happening, and it started happening more frequently. She would disappear.
Have you checked her for were-vampirism recently?
Yes, that's a good question.
We have reason to believe that the murderers are were-dolphin vampires.
That seems a little far-fetched to me.
Those are always
Then
the
do you have
hardest
more
cases to
information?
crack.
No, Farfetch is a Pokemon.
If you don't know where Eveline goes in the day, you don't know that she's not a were-dolphin vampire. That's bad parenting.
Yeah, should we get Child Protective Services involved?
Look, I don't know where she's going, but I do think they may be involved with the thefts that have been happening. The first thefts that happened all happened at the homes where these kids are. It happened at my home, it happened at the Caro's, it happened at the Shadows. Those were the first 3 houses that were robbed. But I do not believe that my daughter would be capable of murder.
Interesting. This is good information. Do you know where we could find your daughter or her friends?
Yeah, do you have like a tracker implanted in your child or something?
No,
I have a cell phone app.
What's a cell phone? What's an app?
Oh no. Wix, they're behind on the towns. You need to bring artificery to the town.
Have you ever heard of a smart stone?
You mean like a sending stone?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it has a bunch of different other spells that we like to call apps that are implanted.
One of
in.
them is locate child, and you can choose to turn it on or off based on the age of the child.
Yeah, it's really useful. They use it a lot in the big cities.
I'll have to send you some.
A lot of
Like
kids
Waterdeep.
getting kidnapped over there.
I do
Baldur's
not.
Gate. Yeah.
I do not know where she is right now, but this is usually around the time of day when she disappears.
Okay.
Yes.
Sketchy.
We should probably find the others and see if they have gained anything, and then we can all Hunt the children
All right.
together. Not hunt. Track
Yeah.
the children together. You have no reason to worry for the safety of your child.
Yeah, we really don't want to be killing kids again. It was really bad for our PR.
Again?
Hey,
Look, adventure is the adventure, okay? Sometimes kids are
sometimes you
evil.
think the children are fey and you think they're little redcaps, but they're not. They're just children, and it gets into problems, and it takes years to get your reputation back.
Years.
If you're going to be looking for my child and questioning her, I'm going to be coming with you.
Sure.
Okay, but you can't get all lawyery with us and be like, don't question my child right now, blah, blah, blah. We are doing a job here. If we find your child evil, your child's evil, okay? You have to respect that.
As
You
long
have
as
to respect the path your child is taking in their life. You cannot control mind and do more evil.
As long as you don't hurt my child. And keep in mind that these are children. They're 10 years old.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
hardly of sound mind to be able to... capable of whatever they've been doing. I will not
Save that for
interfere
court.
with your questions.
The court will like that. You can get the emotional plea if you play it right. Anyway,
I just real quick, I'd like to message Lemonardo and just be like, hey, have you found any weird kids? We're looking for weird kids.
Yeah, funny you should mention that. Then cutscene. Yeah, we're gonna go to a secret
message.
place in the woods where one kid was talking to us about stuff. He mentioned two people who were.
We know where
Could be-
we know where the weird kids hang out.
There we go.
Awesome.
That's the
great.
succinct way of putting it.
Let's all
Good.
meet
We're gonna-
up there.
we're gonna bring one of the narc moms. She's concerned about what her child's getting up to.
All right. So yeah, I don't know if you guys want to wait for them to join you at the house before you head off into the woods, or are you just gonna start heading out and hope they find you, or?
We should probably wait.
Yeah.
Although I don't know about Narc
I'm not
Mom.
waiting.
Yeah, I don't really want to be around Narc Mom, so that's fair.
No.
We'll
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead.
We'll telepathically leave directions. Like, so go
See a
behind
mossy rock.
the Taro's
left.
house, and remember all those footsteps that we followed, like to the barn that Lemonardo traced down. Keep going that way, and then somewhere in those woods. Just give us, just make the call. We'll respond.
All right, that's somewhere in the woods. Let's go.
Right. So, little Seth Jr. will start leading you out into the woods. So yeah, you pass that barn. You start walking. Across this very, very small clearing, maybe 15 feet apart or like wide, and there is this very old tattered blanket kind of like hung between some trees, and underneath there's some logs that have been brought in to act as like seats in there, and a little very roughly put together table. There's nobody there at this time, but yeah, that's what you find.
The other kids aren't there right now. Just Seth with us.
Correct, yeah, it's just the two of you and Seth.
Seth, is this where you guys hang out with Grammy and Grampy?
Yeah.
Do they usually meet you guys in the day or not till night?
Usually it's just Grampy during the day, and then at night Grammy's there too.
Are you other two getting close?
Yeah. Turns out we're bad at this.
Yeah, I imagine like we're moving with purpose, especially if like this mother wants to find her child. So we're probably moving at like mom speed and get there relatively shortly after.
Yeah, I mean, with the walk across the village and then out to the fort where they're at, I mean, it's probably less than a minute before the others show up.
Well, I guess while we're waiting for them, my only other question really for Seth, Seth, like, how does Grampy know you're here? Do you guys like let him know, or you usually just meet at the same time?
We tell Grammy that we're here, and then a little while later, Grampy comes. We can just whisper and talk to Grammy.
Oh, how do you do that? Can you show me?
So he holds up his hand, and you can see around one of his fingers is a small silver ring. And he was like, we bring it up like this, and then we whisper, and she can hear it, and then she can talk back to us.
Oh, do all of your friends have those?
Yeah,
That's cool. Where'd you get them?
Grammy gave them to us.
That's a pretty cool looking ring.
Yeah. She
Hey
made them
guys,
just for
sorry
us.
we're late. Oh my god, it's one of the weird kids. Get him.
Oh my god, he's with us. Stop it.
Wait,
Okay.
this is Seth.
Seth Jr., one
Yeah.
of the weird kids. Hello, I'm Inspector Wicks. This is my compatriot, Detective Rowan.
And this is
They're
your
not
friend's mom.
inspectors. Hi, Mom.
It's like, hi, Miss Farfeather.
Where are the other weird kids? What have you done with them?
The townspeople told us about you.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. They're usually not here this. We're usually not here this early.
Well, what'd you guys find out?
I feel like we telepathically dump that information to you, not necessarily out loud in front
Out loud.
of narc mom.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, give me your ring.
There you go.
Um,
I want to talk to Grammy.
I can have it back, right?
Yeah, of
When you're
course.
He's not giving it back to you.
You have to roll
Don't
deception
be
for
honest
that.
with the child.
Leonardo.
He very hesitantly takes off the ring and holds it out for you.
I'd like to put on the ring.
It is too small to fit. Like it will only fit. Oh yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would fit. It would fit.
Yes! I'm child size, baby. Hello there,
Forgot
Grammy.
for a moment what everybody was.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
The
Okay,
speed with which you had "I'm a gnome ready, Nate" is lovely.
So yeah, you speak to this ring, and in your head you hear, "Oh, you're not Seth."
No, Seth had to go to the bathroom. I'm Wix. Nice to meet you.
Wix. Who are you? Why do you have Seth's ring?
I'm an investigator. I have the ring because I'm investigating.
And after that, you don't hear any response.
Oh, come on, Grammy, don't be like that. I just want to talk to you. Gnome to Gram.
No response.
Ah, the ring's broken.
Is it?
I think so. It's not working anymore.
Probably.
Is at this point you hear some noise in the woods coming from the same direction that you all came from. And 2 more kids walk into the clearing.
More weird kids, get them.
And one of them, the girl who you would guess to be Emmeline, looks and sees her mother and just freezes. It's like, what are you doing here, Mom? What are you doing here, Emmeline? You've been stealing from people? What is going on? You need to tell us everything. And Emmeline just, it's like, I don't know, we meet up here with Gramps and sometimes Grammy, and they give us treats and tell us cool stories. And
What kind of stories?
just fairy tales about princesses and dragons and knights.
If Pelor came down from the sky right now to judge you for your sins, would be you proud of what you're doing?
Great question.
Man, that is the perfect question for a daughter of a cleric to Pelor. No, we've been taking things from people.
Have
That's so
Grammy
messed
Grampy asked you to do that?
Yeah,
What else did they ask you to do?
that's it. They just want us to steal things. And the third kid, boy, Gabriel, was like, Emily, be quiet. She shuts up.
Oh, Mr. Tough Guy wants to not talk to us. You think Grammy and Grampy can help you in this situation?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Left is
You
8
think
years
if
to life, just
you
you
called
know.
Grammy here right now, she'd save you? Is that what you're thinking right now?
Yeah, she would.
I don't know if you've ever heard of our adventuring party, but we've killed kids before.
With that, he just immediately raises up his hand. It's like, Grammy, they're gonna hurt us.
Oh my
It's
god, we're
right,
not gonna hurt you.
boy. Lemonado, stop being honest to the children. I'm doing a bit.
Fine. I'm going to produce my psychic blades. Yep. I guess we're gonna kill some kids.
He turns and takes off running the other back towards the village.
Oh boy.
That
That didn't go as I hoped.
How did you think it would go, Wix?
I was hoping Grammy would come to save them, and then we could kill Grammy. But she's smart.
I mean, is Grammy someone we should kill?
I think so. Grammy seems evil. I'm getting hag vibes.
Yeah, something vibes.
Hag vampire.
Elf and
Hagpire.
werewolf.
Hag pie.
A were-hagfire.
Well, if he's running, does someone want to catch up with him, or are you 2 children going to stay here and help us out?
I mean, I guess. Hold on. How far away is the child from us?
I mean, not too far. It's, it's a fairly dense forest, and I mean, he's just a kid. Like, he's not gonna run very fast. I mean, so at this point, he's maybe 50 feet away from you at the most.
Don't actually
Cool.
kill him, though.
Can use my bonus action to just dash up to him and
Tackle him.
with my roguishness, yeah, and tackle him. Just
Okay.
like grab him, like. Ugh.
And he starts struggling and like kicking, and still every once in a while manages to bring his hand up to his mouth, so he's like, Grammy, they're hurting us.
I'm not hurting you.
Yes, you are.
Maybe your pride. Maybe I'm hurting your pride. But you know what? That's something you have to learn when you grow up. Sometimes your pride gets damaged, but then it'll build up. Like, you know, when you punch things with your fist if you're a monk and you get the micro fissures and it builds up. So it's okay. It's fine. You need to learn this young.
He continues kicking and screaming as you bring him back to the group. But once you get back to the group, he kind of settles down a little bit and is still fighting you, but just not as hard as he was.
Okay. Good, you little shit.
Kids, what do Grammy and Grampy look like?
Emmeline pipes up. Well, Grammy, I mean, she's really old. She has a cane, and she's got a big hump on her back. But I mean, she
Giving hag.
she just looks like a normal grandma, you know, and Grampy's a bit taller, but you know, he's got really short hair and wears leather clothing.
It's giving wear dolphin.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Classic case.
Hag and wear dolphin. You don't want to run into them in the forest, children.
Can I cast Detect Magic in this area?
Yes, you can.
Put like a new lens on my glasses, and it's just like my goggles
So,
turn purple.
other than the normal things that you're used to seeing on yourself and all your companions, both of so the two other children, Emmeline and Gabriel, the rings on their fingers light up. The ring that you have, that you got from Seth, does not light up.
Alright, everyone give me your Grammy rings.
Emmeline will give you the ring. You have to take the ring from Gabriel. But once again, he's a little kid. It's not hard for you to just take it from him.
Gonna have to hit a kid.
No, I don't.
You try running again. We have much scarier
feel
ways
good
of getting
about
you
that.
back.
Here, I'll hold him. You pull.
Just stop squirming. I don't want to hurt you. Okay, we've talked about this.
No,
Bad for the image.
No,
Stop it.
no, I don't want it.
Torvin cast sleep.
Is there a saving throw on that?
I think it's just how much hit points he has.
Well,
Oh, yeah, it is, huh?
yeah, the 14 was hit point. The 24 one has a saving throw, I think, or something.
Let's see, 5d8.
Oh, yeah.
What's my pool here? Let's see.
All three children are taking it now.
Oh man, I rolled awfully. 17.
Well, it's a little kid. They don't have that many hit points.
Okay.
So, yeah, he falls asleep right in the middle of his tantrum.
All here's Investigator Wicks.
Alright, Grammy. Now I have all 3 rings. What you gonna do about it? Turn them all off? Come talk to me.
The other 2 rings stop glowing with
Shit, she
magic.
turned them off.
And it is right about this time that... Well, So you all have pretty high passive perceptions.
I don't. I'm just vibing. Talking to my hand.
Well, then what the hell? Everybody roll me a perception check.
Hooray!
Perception.
That's 16.
Plus 9. 15.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
20.
same. 15.
Alright, so slowly, off in the distance, which would be, let's see, say to the north of you, so away from the village, coming towards you, you start to hear some rumblings through the forest.
The were-vampires, they're coming.
Everyone get prepared.
I'm going to hide
Okay.
to prepare for battle. So I'm assuming we're about to enter combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm gonna hide so I can sneak attack and shit. Okay, cool.
Reese will quickly gather up the kids and take them behind a larger tree that's behind you.
Have a good day. Please give us a good star on Yelp.
Alright, is there anything else you guys want to do as these rumblings and footsteps grow closer?
I think hearing this... Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Bless on the three of you.
Hashtag blast.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna find a nice, cozy hiding spot. I chose Skulker as a feat, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have a good time just attacking with some advantage here.
Yeah. Alright, well, let me get some stealth checks from those of you that are hiding. With advantage for the invisible one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
at
that's
disadvantage, so just regular die.
Oh.
yeah, that is a 30 on the dice, or 17 on the dice, 30 total.
Jesus.
Same. I also got a 30 if you subtract 26 from it.
Twinsies.
Well, at least you can't be seen.
Yeah.
You're just not a quiet
Just
person.
really loud.
Yeah. Invisible,
Clomp,
but
clomp,
still
clomp.
in chainmail. Yeah.
Yeah. You the mouth breather that's just... Alright. So before long, the trees start to shake a bit, and out from the trees emerge two ogres. With this, let's have everybody roll initiative.
They have Scottish accents.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
They
that's a
do.
terrible
They are
roll.
kind of like
That's a
onions,
waste
though.
of a good roll.
Nothing like going last.
All right.
Oh, you think you're going last?
I got a 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you are going last time.
All right, so Torvin, what was yours?
2.
Lemonardo,
8.
Wix,
Sorry, 9.
13.
and Rowan.
19.
Okay.
I just spent so long trying to hide, you know.
I mean, sometimes you got to take that extra time to just really make sure that you're in the right spot. All right, so let me just double check something real quick.
Hey, where'd Lemonardo go? He always runs away when combat's about to start.
Okay.
It's because you do just fine without me, Wix.
Oh,
all
where did that come from?
From the psychic connection we have.
Oh, you're still here. Hi, Lemonardo.
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
you'd run away. Where have
Like
you
you're-
gone?
Never mind, I'm not going to go there.
Where did you go?
I
Where
miss
did you go
so.
now?
Where'd
Feels
you
like It's
go?
been forever.
I miss you so.
All right, Rowan, you are starting
Yes.
things off.
Over the psychic connection to the group chat, do we want to talk to them or just put them under and maybe bring them back up and talk to them? Cool, I'll do a murder.
Murder!
So then, I would like to, as sneakily as I can, which is not very sneakily, get within 60 feet of them if I'm not already.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Then, as a bonus action, I will assume my starry form, and I'm going to do the archer. So you just see from the invisibility little like, constellations appearing all over Rowan's body. And then as my action,
awesome.
I guess as the bonus action, I will attack one of the little friends, which is at this level, I believe, 2d8. Let me check that, because I don't believe anything I'm saying right now. Archer, 2d8 plus 5. That's cool. So that's going to be 11 plus 5 is 16. So 16 points of radiant damage to the closer one.
Okay. Did you have
And
to
then-
roll to hit, or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, so chat, I've been awake since 3:30 a.m., and that's catching up with me. That's what do I get to add to that? It's a ranged spell attack. So that means I add a +9, which brings it up to a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, 20,
Yeah,
you're
Monkey
one.
Man, 3:30 a.m. It's not my friend. I've tried to take a bunch of naps and I have failed miserably, but I've been so productive. So then, does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So then that means it's 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 5
16.
is 16. 16 points of radiant damage.
All right. Your radiant damage hits the ogre, and it's like kind of gives out this groan. Is looking around, very confused about where this I guess ball of light or whatever came from. Anything else? on
Yeah,
your go?
and so that was just my bonus action.
Okay.
So then, for my action, I'm going to yell out, "I am the god of the forest, do not cause problems," and summon 8 wolves with conjure animals, and just have a
Oh
ring
my
of
God.
wolves appear around them.
Awesome.
8?
8?
Hell yeah.
Because
Okay.
their quarter ranking, it's just a CR 1/4, so I can summon 8 wolves and put 4 around each
Yep.
of them, and the
Hell
wolves
yeah.
have pack tactics. So,
Oh my god. Okay, cool.
Assuming they go on your turn.
no, I need to roll initiative for them.
Okay.
Which
Just-
is an 11 plus wolf stat block. Their dex is +2, so a 13.
Okay. All right. Any movement or anything?
Nah,
Okay.
I trust that they're not going to get to me. I feel safe.
Yeah. That will bring us to Wix.
I believe the wolves actually would go first because they would have a higher initiative bonus than me.
Yeah. Maybe. What's the dex bonus for the wolves?
2.
Yeah, I have a +1.
Okay. All right. Well, then your wolves can do what they do.
So yeah, all 8 wolves are going to attack. 4 on Ogre 1, 4 on Ogre 2.
Okay.
And they're all going to have advantage because of pack tactics.
Yep.
Um,
I think
And they-
to make this, I
yeah.
think to make this easier, let's just do have them roll as a group, like
Yep.
a group of 4 and a group of 4.
Works for me.
Just so we're not sitting here rolling 8 different initiatives. Or
Very happy with
attack
that.
rolls.
Yeah, very happy with that.
Do it,
The
coward.
first set is going to get the higher is a 17 plus 4, so 21.
That'll hit.
And then the second set, the higher is a 13, so plus 4, so 17.
All right. That will hit.
Okay, and then 2d4 plus 2 piercing. So Wolf 1 set will do 9 piercing damage each. So whatever that is times 4. 36.
36.
36.
Yep.
I wanted
And
to say
then-
36, and I was like, that's not right.
And then Wolf set 2 will do 5, 7 times 4.
28.
Oh, I don't have a...
28.
Thank you. I don't have a finger trick for that one. And each ogre will need to make 4 DC 11 strength saving throws or be knocked prone.
Okay. So that's a 12, a 13, 21, and a 6. So
Okay.
The first ogre will fall down, knocked prone. It's 21, 16, 14, and a 19. So second ogre saves on all of them.
Go wolves, and then exists.
All right, so now we are to Wix.
Okay, Wix is gonna pull out his wand, which just looks like a wooden carved toy gun, and point it at the grandma looking beast, and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
At second level. It's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
The second one is 23 to hit,
That'll hit.
and the last one is a 14 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Oh, word. So 7, 5, and 7. So 19 total fire damage.
Okay. That ogre is looking rough. A little more than bloodied. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I totally forgot to build my Eldritch Cannon already. Whoops. Probably should have done that in the prep phase.
Oh well.
Well, I got a toy gun. That's all that counts.
All right. So, Wick's done. So now it is the first ogre's turn, who is going to use half of his movement to stand up. And then is going to take a swing at some of these wolves.
13
No, not the
armor
wolves.
So that is a 14 to hit.
Yeah. For a total of 10 damage. It's not dead, but it's really close.
Alright. And then one more swing. Yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And, that's 16 damage.
Same wolf?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Goodbye, Beatrice. You served us well.
The other ogre is now up and is going to start swinging at the wolves surrounding him. It's 22 to hit.
Yep.
13 damage.
Goodbye, Treatress.
Second swing at another wolf, that is only a 9 to hit, so that one fails.
Quadris lives.
Beatrice.
And now we move to Lemonardo.
Yes. Okay. Which one's the bloodied one?
The second one that went, the one that killed one of the wolves.
The one that
Okay.
hurt Treatress.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I'm going to target. Are there any other wolves right by it?
There's 3.
There are 3 right by. Cool. Then I can sneak attack. Should I so choose? I'm going to just because I was just talking about Fate Stay Night earlier. I'm gonna look like archer now, so I'm gonna bow and arrow, pull back my psychic blade, and shoot that out. Just be,
Awesome.
Just be extra. Just knock my desk. Okay. That is not as high as I was hoping for.
Oh no.
No.
It's fine. I have things I can do. That's a 7 plus 8
I did
for a
bless you.
15.
So you
That'll
could
hit.
roll a d4 if you want to add.
You also have a +1 on all rolls.
We keep forgetting about that.
That is true.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
I haven't been. Plus a 4 on the dice. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You hit. That's easy hit.
excellent. So for that initial attack, first up, the Psychic Blade delves into its soul. That is 9 damage.
Okay.
Does 9 kill it? If not, I'm using my sneak attack.
It does kill it.
Okay. That's cool because I can now attack the other one as a bonus action with a different psionic blade and do sneak attack on it. How's that one? Does that one have an enemy close to it?
It
Yeah.
has 3 other wolves.
Three other
It has
wolves.
Also-
Atris, Cetrus, and Deetris.
Yeah, so that's 15 on the dice plus 8.
That'll hit.
Excellent. This damage is a little bit less. So
Sneak attack.
first up is a 1 plus 4 for 5. And then sneak attack!
All the dice.
Okay, and not as good as I was hoping, but that's fine. That is 17 total.
Alright. That ogre is also dead.
Yay!
Yes, and I'm still hidden.
We are still in initiative. So,
Oh no.
Yes.
Torvin, what would you like to do?
Torvin is going to use their action to, sensing that something's still not right, I'm going to channel divinity to use my Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
Slay.
So as long as you guys are within like 30 feet of me, you can regain or you can gain 1d6 plus 10 temp HP as long as you end your turn in my sphere.
Okay.
Or
How big is your
ends
sphere?
30 feet.
I have no idea if I'm nearby.
I don't know if you are either. I figured you're probably not, but
I'm
some of the
probably
others might
not.
be.
Yeah, if you're trying to hide,
So
yeah,
you're
you're
hiding.
probably not too close to them.
Yeah.
Or you can end Charmed or Frightened if that impacts you at some point too. And
Okay.
then as a bonus action, I guess I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I have some FOMO. Sorry, Leonardo has some FOMO going on now.
What does your spiritual weapon look like? I love asking
Yeah.
clerics that.
I think that Torvin's spiritual weapon, just kind of based up on where she grew, it truly just looks like a giant club. Just like a big
Yes.
brown giant glowing club.
Oh yeah.
Are there nails
No
through it?
nails. No nails.
Okay. So very classy.
Too
Okay.
brutal. Too brutal.
Polished giant.
Yeah, it's got a nice wood varnish on it.
Oh,
So,
sorry. Ignore the damage.
is there anything else that you want to do?
I mean, I'll can I make a perception check to see if I see anything?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. I don't really have much else, so that would be a 17.
Okay. You do not see anything, but you do hear footsteps. It's hard to tell where they're coming from, but you do hear them.
Can I like telepathically communicate that yet on this turn, or am I out of things?
Yeah, I'll say as long as it's quick, you would have the time to at least communicate that.
Just say I hear footsteps, but don't see anything.
All right. So we know that Leonardo is not within, like, or not too close to the group. Just roughly, like, how do you think the other three of you are kind of in formation? Like, how close are you together?
I know I had to move up a bit, but I don't imagine that far from the other two, unless you think it was further than we started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Torvin never
Probably
really
right
moved from
by
the beginning.
Torvin.
Okay. So I need. I'm just gonna say all three of you plus the wolves to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 13.
Okay. Con +2 +1.
It's a 24.
I succeed with a 19.
Okay.
Same.
20.
I'm just gonna roll like 1/2 for wolf, 1/2 for wolf. That's still good.
That's fine, yeah.
Wolf group 1 got a nat 1. Wolf group 2 got a 20. Not nat.
Okay.
Dirty, filthy little 20.
Yeah.
I think
Nasty little
Lemonardo, you're probably just far enough away to not be affected by this. But everyone else, as long as you got a 13 or higher, then you will take half damage. 3, 5, 10, 16, 22, 28.
No, stop counting.
Yeah, it's being very not cool.
So,
Oh no.
from just past where the ogres were standing, suddenly there is a new form there. Another ogre, not quite as tall, but wearing a tattered pair of trousers, a leather cloak around its shoulders, holding out his hand as a cone of cold shoots out from his hand, engulfing the wolves, Torvin, Wix, and Rowan. So full damage on that is 36 cold damage, 18 if you saved.
All the wolves die.
Okay, they are all frozen statues of wolves.
Yeah. By A through Getris.
The Oni standing before you kind of gives you this snarl and Grampy's not too happy about you hurting his kids. And with that, we move on to Rowan's turn.
Well, not needing to concentrate on my other spell anymore. Going to use my action to cast a Fount of Moonlight on myself.
Okay.
So I start glowing with a dim light that sheds for 20 feet. No, a bright light for 20 feet and an additional dim light for 20 feet. And if I can hit something, it's going to do more radiant damage.
All right.
And that's on my action, but then as a bonus action, I'm going to send another little mote of light at, I'm assuming Grampy, or
Yep.
which one is this?
Grampy.
Doubt it. That's a 15.
That does not hit.
I tried my best. That's it. And I'm very much not hidden because now I'm glowing like a torch. So I'm going to move to the side about 30 feet. Not like back, but like out of a direct range to the other two.
Okay. All right. So all the wolves are dead. So Wix, it is your turn.
Okay. Wix is going to reach into his sack of shit and grab a like glass jar that just has like taped on the top little like label just titled Banshee Scream, and he's just gonna throw it at this guy, and I'm going to cast Shatter as the glass shatters and this Banshee Scream that he has captured is unleashed around it.
All right. I'm going to need you to read me a description for that.
Yes. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range, which is 60 feet.
Okay.
Each creature in 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, that's probably not enough. That is a 13.
13 fails.
Yep.
Great. And that is going to be 3d8 damage. Ooh, not a great roll. 9 thunder damage.
Yeah, that's rough for 3d8.
Yep. 2, a 3, and a
bad.
4.
Oh no, friend.
All right. Any other bonus action movement?
I'm gonna move so I'm like 20 feet from Torvin,
Okay.
If you
and then I'm
your
gonna stick
turns-
my tongue out at this guy and be like, "You suck, Grampy."
Get your temp HP.
Yeah, don't forget your temp HP.
Oh, how much was it?
D6 plus 10.
Am I rolling that? D6. Word. Thank you.
All right. Is that everything then?
Yes, that
All right.
is it for me.
So on to Leonardo.
Oh boy. Okay, are there, with all the wolves dead, is there anybody within 5 feet?
Not right now.
Cool. I'm using my bonus action for steady aim to give
Okay.
me advantage on my attack.
All right.
And then I'm a roll to try and hit Grandpappy Oni. Hey, that's a natty 20.
Let's go.
Yes. Do I? Okay. So how do you deal with natty 20s?
So I do the alternate ruling where it's you get your full damage die and then roll
Second one.
for a second one.
Okay. Then what about the sneak attack? Is that exempt?
Same thing. Nope. It's all part of your attack action.
Okay, so first up is a d6 plus 4, so 10 damage plus I don't know what the heck is 5 times 6.
30.
30. So 40 damage
Yep.
plus
Yeah.
another 10
Okay.
plus okay, that one is good. Plus 11.
I mean, that's still a respectable 61 points of damage on one attack, man. So yeah, this you catch him just right where his neck meets his shoulder, and this dark black blood just starts oozing out, and looks over to where ever you were firing from to see if he can spot you. Are you still hidden?
I am,
this point?
because I'm pretty sure with Skulker, you can hide, blah, blah, blah. When you're hidden from a creature and miss it with a ranged weapon attack, making the attack doesn't reveal your position. So I guess since I succeeded in the attack, that doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have him roll for it when his turn comes back around to see if he can see you. Any movement? Are you gonna stay where you're at?
I have to because of Uncanny Dodge. I'm unable to move.
Okay. So that brings us to Torvin.
All right. No one is within like 5 feet of it right now, correct? Or you're right there now, Leonardo. You're in it.
Oh no, I'm still hidden. Yeah.
Okay. That was ranged. Okay.
Yeah.
Torvin is going to cast a 5th level moonbeam centered on Grampy.
All right.
Oni. He gets to make a Constitution saving throw. Is he technically
Raponi.
considered a shape changer?
I think so.
Then he gets to make it with disadvantage.
Ooh. Torvin,
Sucker.
our queen.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oh, that's your call.
I mean,
I'll leave that up to you. I don't know.
we'll call it. He's got a ability called Change Shape. I mean,
Yeah, fits. You're looking for a 17 to save.
it's a 14.
All right, he'll take full then. Are you kidding me? 18 radiant damage out of 5 d10s.
Rough.
Whew.
I'm gonna quit rolling these digital dice. Then I'll use
D&D
my.
hates my ass.
Yeah, I don't know why I even started here. I'll use my
Because you
bonus
hate D&D.
action to have spiritual weapon. I guess I can move it and repeat the attack. Okay, yes. I will use my bonus action to attack with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Clarify, I don't hate D&D. I hate the marketing of it and the strictness of it. I like the system and the fun of the game, Mika.
Don't
Hold on,
lie,
I'm getting a
Sean.
D8. I don't trust the system.
Mika out here spreading lies.
Oh, and then I rolled a nat 1 on that
Slander.
damage, so 5. 5 damage
All right.
with the spiritual weapon.
I mean, the good news is at this point he is not looking to be in great shape, at least.
And that's it. I'm not moving. I'm in
Okay.
it.
Let's see. It is back up to his turn.
Rude.
He just doing a quick glance. He does not see Lemonardo anywhere. So he is going to, let's see. Let's see, we got a rogue, a cleric, an artificer, and a druid.
Walk into a bar.
He
It's not in my favor, but I will point out I'm glowing extremely brightly.
yeah. I mean, I think that's probably
choice.
too good of
Yeah.
a target.
If
to-
they're going for somebody, the glowing bright creature
yeah.
would draw attention.
Yep. So he is going to move up to you,
Oh, good.
and he is going to take 2 swings at you with his
Not good.
claws. So, well, that's a 14 to hit,
Nope.
and that is much better. That is a 21 to hit.
Damn it. Even with shield, it still hits. Yeah. It hits.
All right. So he swings once, misses, swings the second time, and catches you for 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then that will be all for his turn. It is now Rowan's turn.
Cool. Well, he very kindly came to me, so I'm going to try and stab him with my sword.
Yep.
Which will be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. So that's going to be natively 2d6 plus 2, but then because of the Fount of Moonlight, it's also going to add 2d8 radiant, I think. Let me just check that radiant stuff before I lie to all of us. Fount of Moonlight, what'd you give me? 2d6 radiant. So I'll roll that
Okay.
first, because then I have to tab over. So the radiant is going to be 9 radiant.
All right.
And immediately after you take damage. Oh, I thought that was when I hit. Anyway, we'll do that later. And then the great sword is going to be 7 points of slashing.
Okay.
And then I am not going to try and hit it with the star burst this time. I'm going to use one of my blessings of the Raven Queen to teleport 30 feet back, putting me in the Twilight Sanctuary, and while teleporting, I gain resistance to all damage until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Do you invoke an attack of opportunity with a teleport?
It's essentially Misty Step.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's just
Alright.
it's a racial feature instead of being
Okay.
spell.
All
So
right.
let's get that temp HP, friends.
Right.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's real nice. We'll take that.
Okay.
Cool. And then that's all I can do.
All right. So now to Wix. He's looking pretty bad.
Okay. Wix is going to reach into his sack and pull out what looks like a giant, like wind up duck, and wind it up, as I create my Eldritch Cannon, and the duck is just gonna start like walking towards this guy, and then open its mouth and go quack, and as it quacks, a force ballista blasts out of its mouth.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Attacks. That is a DC 16 Dex.
DC 16 Dex. He is not very dexterous.
Oh no, it's a ranged spell attack.
Oh, okay.
That was the wrong one. Sorry.
We all just out here lying today.
Yeah, that's a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, that's gonna be 3d8 for 20 force damage.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Whack! As it blasts a force ballista right through his face.
Okay. This force ballista goes and takes off the top of this thing's skull. And as it falls to the ground, gurgling, you see a silver ring on its finger flash once really brightly and then die down. You are out of initiative. And I hate to do this at this moment, but I need to take a real quick break. If that's all right with all of you
good.
guys.
Absolutely.
All right. Be
Real
back
vamp.
in a minute.
Today is brought to you by Extra Life for Kids. Give them money. Help children. There's a better speech you'll be hearing later. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
help the kids.
I thought that I could blind them whenever I hit them. Thank you, Playotic. Instead, it's whenever they hit me, I can try and blind them. So I need to remember how this spell works.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I could have used that twice. I thought I had to hit them with a melee attack, but nope. If they hit me, I can try and blind them. Yeah. Exactly. Listen to Kilo. Give them all money. And if you give them money, you can heal us. And I don't know about the other three, but Rowan ain't looking good. So why not heal us?
I have full health.
Yeah, I assumed nobody else was injured except... Well, no, because the other two got Kona
I'm a little bit injured, but
yeah.
the
I
10
already had
hit
10
points
hit
did a
points
good,
then. Yeah.
did
Yeah.
a good deal.
Whenever you want healing, you just let me know. I got like tons of
Yeah.
healing spells.
Okay.
Your cleric is
I-
healing?
Yeah. I did actually stock some of those as the cleric.
The wild part is I never stock them as a cleric, so I always assume clerics did not stock them.
Fair.
Yeah. But I also, if anyone needs healing before you do yours, I can top up 2 of us at once with the 1 spell slot. So
Nice.
we might do that and then pass it over to you.
Okay.
Cool. I'll wait till the DM gets back just in case there's a surprise next spell and like throw somebody into the fire abyss or something.
Right.
All right. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
All right. So, ogres are dead. Oni is dead. The silver ring that he was wearing flashed brilliantly for a second as he died. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I guess we can just tell the town we've solved their problem in need, right?
Immediately
You can.
after the fight, I'm going to switch my starry form to the chalice and then cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on myself, which will give me back 7 plus 5 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then plus 5 is
17.
19. Oh, thank you. I'm going to get back 17 health. And then anybody who would be probably Torvin, you would
Yeah.
also get from the chalice. You would get, if I can find it, initial 2d8 plus 5. So you'll get, that's a nice one. You'll get 15 points of healing damage back.
Jeez. All right. Thanks.
Nice.
Is anybody else? Anybody else in need of some healing? Wix, you good?
I'm looking pretty good. How long does this temp HP last? Forever?
A minute. Like
Minute?
my
Okay.
Twilight Sanctuary will last for a minute, so if we're out of combat, we're not going to be there. Long.
Okay. You know,
Rowan
Matt,
is still not looking great. If you wanted to heal him up a bit
He's
more,
not. Okay.
No,
yeah.
If Rowan's looking worse than that,
he took a lot of hits.
by all means, give it to Rowan.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's scroll down here. What level do we need to cast this at, Rowan?
A second should get him there, unless we roll real bad.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll with real dice. So
Okay.
we'll do a second level Cure Wounds for you. 2d8 plus 4. Not terrible. How about 12?
Good enough, thank
Do we
you.
get to add 1 to that too? 13?
I would assume so.
Okay, 13.
Oh, cool. Then I'm
That was
also
a-
going to add the one from mine. So, hey, that works.
The temp HP doesn't actually say when it expires, but my Twilight Sanctuary would expire after initiative, but after
I
the
think
battle's
it
over.
stays like regular temp HP until it's gone, or you take a long rest.
I think so. It doesn't
That's
say
that's my
otherwise.
understanding.
Okay,
So let's just go with that.
perfect.
Nice. And then gonna switch back to my archer form. It'll probably run out before I need it again, but just in case I want to be in it.
Okay. All right. It's quiet now. As far as you can tell, when stuff started happening, Reese took the 3 kids and hightailed it back to the village.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. You guys don't need any more kid deaths on your hands.
No.
Yeah. This adventure's for the kids.
Yes. We heal the children.
Should we look around here, try to find clues on where Grammy might have gone? Does anyone have
think we
a
have one more to look
locate
around.
spell?
Not today.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If we want to take a long rest, but I won't need this in a mystery, so I didn't prep it.
Fair.
Yeah. Hey,
See
we know what state
invisibility
Sean's in.
if we think she's here.
Ooh.
No.
That's an hour, right?
It lasts for an hour.
I
Probably not bad for someone to have.
also have see invisibility.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
I'll cast See Invisibility
Ooh.
and check out this area kind of surrounding this battle in the fort.
You don't see any invisible creatures.
Okay. Nothing here that I can see. So,
Good to know.
I'll let you
Doesn't
know if
mean
that
that
changes
she
in the
won't
next
come.
hour.
Yeah.
I investigate this area.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
Clues on Grammy. 17.
Okay. Investigating the area, the most notable thing probably is you do find a small wooden box that is now covered in ice, but prying it open, you can find all of the little trinkets and stuff that was been stolen from the village. Upon investigating further in the area, there's not really much interesting stuff around here. There is a pretty noticeable trail that the ogres have left through the woods. Believe it or not, they're not super stealthy. But that's about it. There's nothing on the... I mean, the ogres are just wearing loincloths. The Oni, for the little bit that he is wearing, there's a few pieces of silver in one of the pockets, and some of the sweets that the kids had talked about in another one of his pockets. Just some, like, sweet rolls.
Alright, I'll take a couple pieces of silver, just in case, there's werewolves about.
Makes sense.
It seems these Oni/ogres have left a trail. Do we want to follow it and see where it goes?
Let's.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
Adventurers, roll out.
Are you being stealthy at all while you're following this trail? Or, I mean, just, like, are you moving quickly? What kind of pace you guys taking?
I say we stealth because my catapult only walks really slow anyway, so I don't want to leave it behind. I just built it.
I can walk slowly with your catapult because Torvin is very not stealthy in her armor.
Yeah. Maybe if Lemonardo wants to stealth ahead and check for information, the rest of us can catch up.
We'll just slowly
Fine.
walk along
Lemonardo's gonna stealth ahead.
loudly.
I'm gonna cast guidance on you before you head out.
Cool. So that is roll guidance. Also got the +1. So that is a 31.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. As you begin to follow this trail, you follow for maybe about 20 minutes or so, heading deeper and deeper into the woods. And you come upon a much larger clearing. This is maybe 100 feet across, but there is this massive, like, tarp, like, strung across it at the very tops of the tallest trees that are in the area to completely cast this area in, not darkness, but at least keep it out of the sun. And on the far side of this clearing is a little hut. And outside of the hut, on a very large fallen tree, you see a massive figure sitting in front of it with a small fire, holding some kind of meat over the fire and roasting it.
Ooh, some kind of meat. Don't like that.
They did take the livestock. It could just be that.
No.
Stolen meat is no good.
Like, I can handle the farmers getting murdered, but
But stolen meat? No.
Too far.
there are lines that we live in a society.
That's it. We live in a society.
All right. He does not appear to have noticed you.
Okay.
Kill him.
Okay, so who is it again?
It is a giant figure. As you kind of take a more close look, like, it is probably close to 20 feet tall. Hard to tell with the way that it's sitting down, hunched over, but it's got one arm is it's small for a giant. The other one is normal size. That's the one he's kind of holding the meat, roasting it with. He's got this weird kind of hump on his back. You can see there's boils all over it. Its face looks deformed. Wearing mostly just rags that have kind of looked like they've been haphazardly sewn together. Oh yeah, he's just sitting there roasting meat.
I take a picture, send it to everyone else. Then describe the scene to them. Hey, this is what's going on. Here.
Oh wow, your smart stone has pictures now. That's really cool.
Yeah.
You upgraded them last week. How did you forget?
I was really hopped up on some stuff when I was working. I wasn't sleeping much.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what should I do with them? Should I just try and be like, hey bros, what's going on?
Can you read their thoughts?
No, well, I mean, I could create a psychic connection with them.
Tell them that you're the god
So
of the
actually,
forest.
yes.
It worked last time.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can be the
I
god
could
of the
probably-
forest this
hold on.
time.
Yeah, let me make sure.
The great
this is,
tortoise.
Okay, class features, psionic power. Psychic whisper. You can establish a telepathic communication between yourself and others. It just says choose creatures I can see. It doesn't say they have to be willing.
Excellent.
It says
How
they
your mystery
can.
is being solved.
It says they can end the telepathic connection at any time. But you know,
Who's going to end telepathy with God?
yeah. Let me just roll my d8. So this is
They might
active
think they're
for
about to be
1
clerics.
hour. Yeah, for 1 hour, I make a psychic connection with these two giants. Sean, how did you handle the god? Just, I am God.
Well, first I cast Silent Image and summoned a god from the sky. Then the second one, I just said, I am the god of the forest, hear my wolves, and summoned 8 wolves.
Do we know what the god of the forest looks like?
I mean, up until this point, the god of the forest has mostly been created by you guys, so...
Oh, damn.
It looks like Rowan, just make it canon.
Hello, I am speaking to you. Who are you and what are you doing in my forest?
Who is this? You're not... Where
That's
are
about
you?
how I feel. And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat tonight. I need somebody and always. So I am everywhere. I am omnipotent. I am omnipresent. That's what I meant to say.
Roll me a deception.
All right. So that is a 31.
Damn.
These dice really like me. It's my Hokusai dice, the wave. Yeah.
And also just expertise. So good.
Also expertise. I have expertise on deception.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to beat anything that you rolled anyway, but with his -1 to... don't know any gods.
But the god knows you.
Umara! He yells out, no longer speaking telepathically. Umara! A god is here. And from the cabin, you see the door open, and this little old lady walks out with a cane, and kinda, it's like, what do you mean, a god here? What god? Where's this god? It's like, I don't know, I hear it in my head.
Yeah, since she came out, I'm going to drop the connection, then re-establish it
Okay.
to include her.
Alright.
And this will last for 6 hours.
Or one turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking to make sure it was a 6, not a 9, and then I remembered I rolled a d8, so it'd be weird if I rolled a 9. So for 6 hours, should any of us so choose, I am the god of the forest. Oh, so I'm just looking at, here's the lemon on my shirt. Somebody in chat. This is my own personal logo that a friend designed for me. It says eat, play, roll. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Alright. I'm going to need another deception check.
Deception. So that is
Hope you rolled really bad.
23.
Oh man, it's so close. I rolled a 22.
Oh, that's with that. I could use my psionic knack on that too to add another d8.
Oh, you know what? I didn't add my +1. So it would be a 23 in meat, so...
So that's
Have
fine.
we-
So I'm rolling my. Wait, do I still have bless on me? Does bless only work for the once? What
You
what
just
is?
the once. Yeah, you
Yeah.
used it.
Okay, it's fine because I just got an 8 on my d8 to up that to 30. Love my psionic dice.
Yep. Alright.
Wait, actually, I might not be able to.
How close
Oops.
are the rest of us? Have we gotten close at this point?
Yeah, you're not super... You were never super far back from him, so you would at least be close enough to see this clearing now and
Yes,
see the
that's
two
correct.
figures.
Okay. Yeah,
Then,
I
Mika,
did-
in that case, I can use one of my wheels for you and give you an extra d6 to your roll, which will up
Oh.
it by 5. So,
Okay,
Okay.
then I will not use my psionic.
yeah, keep that for you.
All right.
Also,
cool.
has it been longer than 10 minutes, or are we still in that 10-minute time frame?
It's been about 20 minutes that you've been walking through the woods.
Cool. Yeah, I assumed so. So yeah, both the starry form and the spell are down.
Well,
Excellent.
well, God of the Forest, what is it you want from us? We have business to attend to here.
What kind of business?
That's none of your business.
God of the forest, it kind of is. Got him.
Nothing, just trifling, causing a little mischief and little things like that.
Yeah, when you put it like that, I don't trust you. Should I roll insight for this?
Yeah, if you want to, man. It's up to you.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty obviously that's bullshit after all that we know, so... Yeah, I'm calling, bullshit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe a little bit more than mischief, but it's we stole a few things. It's no big deal.
Yeah, why? Why are you stealing and not offering any of it to me?
Oh, well, if you want us to offer it to you, you could have everything that we've taken.
Oh, okay, you're just giving it up so easily? Makes me think maybe it's not that great.
Well, I mean, you're the god of the forest. We wouldn't want to anger you too much, so... I mean, I like the stuff that we stole, but if you want it, being a god and all,
Well, okay, why you steal it, though?
because we can.
You know what? I respect that so much.
It's a good reason.
Actually, I really respect that. Unfortunately, I probably will need all that stuff, but Maybe like half of it.
All right. Well, it's in a box a little ways south of here.
Okay.
You can't miss it. It's under a little fort, a little blanket fort. Just head south a ways, and
That's
it's
quaint.
there. Take what you want.
All right. Is there anything else you plan on doing? Did you kill someone?
No, I didn't kill anyone.
Raggedy boy there. Raggedy Andy. Did you...
I mean, maybe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna need Raggedy Andy there as well.
What do you need from me?
To put you in jail. Forest God jail.
I think
It's totally real, don't question it.
I think I'm just going to leave now.
No, justice, something, blah, blah, blah. Or you can leave and see if you can escape me. I do so enjoy a chase. There's a thrill in that.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I should check something. At this point, Granny's like, you know what? I was willing to humor you. But I don't believe even if you are a god that you're capable of stopping me, so we're going to go ahead and pack up and move along.
No, alright. No, that's fine.
Well,
I'm also the forest god. Confess your sins.
There we go.
who was that?
Well, that's the other forest god. You could have just dealt with me, but now you have to deal with more.
Were you, I can't remember, with your telepathic link, was it just between you and the two?
Yes.
Okay. So he just yelled that out.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have prestidigitation, so it came from like high up in the trees.
Oh, okay. Would they know that they are able to end the psychic link?
Inherently, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I don't think this was meant to be used on enemies like this.
Right.
So, I'm going to leave that up to you. I feel like with
like a hag
the
would.
hag not really, like, trusting me at this point, probably realizes
Yeah.
that she can just go and end it.
Yeah, she rolled pretty high on a basic Arcana check. So yeah, I think she would know. She's gonna cut it off from her at least. And then she's gonna turn to the giant and secure the area. I'm packing our things up. And he's going to stand up and start walking around the perimeter of the clearing. So
Cool. I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
Great God, no. It's supposed to be peaceful.
That is lower than I was hoping for. But that's okay, because I can spend the psionic dice to help me with this. But first, it does a 15 hit.
It does hit.
Okay. Sorry, that would be a 16. Awesome. So, let's do a little roll. So first up, that is 9 psychic damage plus... Oh my god, seriously? 11 for sneak attack.
All right.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna make sure I stay hidden.
All right. Well, that will be initiative from everyone.
Hello. On the
So
die.
21 for this guy.
All right.
Not nat 20 for me.
16.
3.
Oh no, Torben!
Hey, it's good to have the cleric go at the end. They can do so much.
It
So
really
many
is.
options. Yeah. As someone that plays mostly clerics, it's a great spot to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say as a support class, like honestly, as a support class going towards it's nice to go
Yeah.
first sometimes, but going towards the end is good.
Someone who typically plays a rogue, though, rolling a 3 is just like heartbreaking. So it just hurts me.
There.
That's fair.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have Monaro first, and then Rowan first. Okay, so as we jump into initiative, Lemonardo, you are up. The hag has started to walk inside, but is not inside yet. The Morian is now trying to find where you are at after having hit him.
Cool. I feel like I should go for the hag.
Okay.
Smart. That's smart.
Yeah, going for the hag. That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah, 19. Because initiative just started, do I get sneak attack again?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grace.
Yeah, thank you.
You did it.
So first that's 6 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then... ooh, here we go. 10... 19... Am I doing math right? 22.
me.
22 additional damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action, instead of trying to make sure I stay hidden, to throw another psychic blade. Yeah, psychic blades. That's a 19 on the dice, so I'm assuming that hits.
That'll hit.
Yeah. 4, 5 additional damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's my turn. Hot dog.
All right. Rowan, you are up.
What are they wearing?
So the giant is just wearing rags. Just like a medley of different pieces of cloth that have been sewn together to fit over his weird body. The hag. The hag looks to be wearing just a kind of a simple like cloth dress and like a cloak kind of wrapped around her.
Okay. I was really hoping the answer was something metal, but that's okay. I'm gonna, in that case, then... Why mess with a good formula? I'm gonna use my bonus action to wild shape back into my starry form. And then I'll make a bonus action attack against the giant.
Okay.
Which is 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then that's going to do damage. because that's how this game works. I can feel myself slipping, friends.
It's all right. We're almost
gonna
done,
be-
man.
Yep, 8 plus 7 is
15.
thank you. Plus 5 is 20. So 20 radiant damage, and then we're gonna bring back the good friend 8 wolves.
Yes.
And we're gonna put all of them on the hag because she wants to go inside. So,
Okay.
and their initiative is going to be an 18.
Okay. What is their dex again? 2. Okay.
Our best friend, 8 wolves.
I'm inviting them to my wedding.
Yeah, they can fill out your entire party.
All right. So, is that it for your turn?
Yeah, because I'll move closer. I'll move like the 30 feet into the clearing, whatever that equates to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it is now the hag's turn,
Hooray!
and she is going to cast Fog Cloud. So there is now a 20-foot radius of fog surrounding her and this cabin and the wolves. The giant is just outside of its range. And then she is going to attack some of the wolves.
Rude. They've done nothing wrong. They're so young.
So first attack is an 18 to hit.
That does, yeah.
For 3, 9, 13,
It's dead.
18 damage.
Okay.
Second, so that was a bite attack.
Okay.
Second claw attack, that is a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
7, 9, 14 damage.
Yeah.
And then one last claw attack. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn. Yep, that one's dead too, because that's a 17 plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 3
Hey,
wolves down.
we still got 5 wolves. That's still a
Yep.
whole lot of wolves.
And you are going to get 5 attacks of opportunity with disadvantage because of the fog cloud, but she is trying to move away from them.
And they'll just be flat because pack tactics would normally give them advantage.
Right.
So 3 and 2, 5. How do we want to roll these? I have 5d20 if you want me just to do that.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay, cool. Nat 1, that sucks. Nat 20, that's good. 24, and then 6, and 22.
Okay, so that's 3 hits. One of them
Okay,
nat
so
20.
then the one, I'll do the crit first so we can have that out of the way. So that'll be 10 piercing starting,
Yep.
with an additional 5 on top. Nope, I lied to you. With an additional 6 on top. And then 9 for the second hit, and 7 for the third hit.
Okay. Alright, that's a respectable amount of damage done.
Respectable wolves.
Alright. It is.
And do the wolves like knock her down?
Oh yeah,
their
that's gonna be
strength
three
checks.
strength saving throws of 11. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah.
Because if she falls prone, she can't run away.
Yep. Right off the bat, not one.
Yay! She fell.
I love these wolves. They're so good.
Yeah, they are, man.
Yeah.
Needed to add a lot more minions to this fight than I thought I would.
I was running a live game at a bar, and a player did this, and I went, I understand how to play Druid now. Yeah.
All right. So now it is the Fomorian's turn. He is going to run at Rowan since he's the closest one.
Oh, no.
And take a couple swings at you with his club.
Correct, that's fair.
Damn it. Alright, this dice needs to go away. That's the second nat one from it. Second. That is it's a 16 to hit.
I'll shield, bringing me up to a 20.
Alright. And that is his turn, so that moves on to Wix.
All right. Wix is gonna start by grabbing a little like orb, throwing a like magic crystal in it to activate it, and then put that in the catapult duck's mouth as it blasts to where the hag was last seen.
Okay.
And right above the like fog cloud pops, creates a bunch of glowing glitter as I cast Fairy Fire on that area.
Very nice.
That is a Dex 16.
Okay. Which, does she fail that if she's prone?
I think she can still make the save.
I think it's just disadvantage for Dex saves if you're prone.
Let's see.
2 of the wolves fail. So 2 of the wolves are glowing brightly with glitter. The other 3 all rolled 17s, which is wild.
That is wild.
Yeah. I had a 2, a 6, and 3 17s on the die.
Oh yeah, it doesn't actually say that there's anything.
Changed.
Yeah, anything changed with being prone.
Dang.
Bunny wolves coated in glitter. They're gonna kill a rag and it's gonna be fun.
It's a 17 for the hag.
Dang it. Then for my bonus action, the my little ballista is going to blast at the giant guy.
Okay.
Whack. It's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
What was the damage on that?
One of those
again?
fun cocktails in a can.
Delicious.
Uh, 13 damage.
Okay. Any movement or anything?
I will walk just a little bit closer, like 10, 15 feet closer to them.
Okay.
Just casually stroll a little closer.
Yeah. The 15 feet in 6 seconds doesn't really feel like a casual stroll, especially when you're 3 foot.
But we know
It's
it
a power
is.
walk.
That's the
Yeah.
energy.
The energy of it is calm, casual Sunday stroll.
Yeah. All right. Torvin.
All right,
Is it the
so
wolves before Torvin?
yeah, oh true, yeah.
Wolves before
Sorry.
Torvins, am I right, fellas?
Torvin always goes last.
The wolves had a 13.
Yep, you are right.
Okay.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Forgot to write that in there.
We'll just do 5 bite attacks. The
Yep.
first one is a 16.
That does not hit.
Second one is a crit.
That'll hit.
Third one does not hit.
Okay.
Fourth one does not hit. Fifth one does not hit. So, good job,
Alright.
one wolf. I am proud of you. It'll do 10 to start, and then...
I'm assuming it's the same wolf that's getting these crits. Like, they're just dialed in. And
Yeah, that wolf knows the objective. The rest of them are like, ooh, glitter. And that wolf is like, guys, lock in, focus. And then it'll do an additional 8 on top of the 10. So 18 piercing,
okay.
as good wolf does his job. And a DC 11 strength. Oh, wait, she's already down.
Yep.
So we don't need the strength save.
Yep.
Okay,
Now it's Torben.
that's all.
All right. Okay. How big is this clearing?
It's right around 100 feet across. Then there's this cabin that's sitting there. So, like, where the front of the cabin is maybe like 80 feet away from where you guys are at.
Okay. And her 20-foot fog of cloud. So if I'm like not in the fog and I'm far enough back, can I see like to the left and right of it, or?
Yeah, I'd say you're far enough back where you can kind of get an idea for the general, like, size of it and shape of it.
Okay. I can't walk very far, but I'd like to walk in my 30 feet.
Okay.
And on between the fog cloud and the hut, I would like to cast Guardian of Faith
Okay.
as my
Great
action.
call.
Yep.
Nice.
that.
Situated there. And then I'll use my bonus action. Let's see, what was that? That's a 4th level. So I'll use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon again and get it out there at least for when I need it.
Okay.
Because I guess I could blindly send it into the fog and see if I
You
could
could send
hit
it
her.
to the
or...
You
giant.
can hit the giant with it.
Oh, I can see the giant. He's not in the fog. Oh,
no, he's
geez.
just outside of it.
Yeah. Let's do that. So spiritual weapon. That's 3rd level. So still just 1. Okay. 11.
That will not hit.
11 damage. Doesn't it just hit? Oh,
Does
no.
it?
You have to roll for
No,
attack.
I gotta
think
roll the
it's
hit.
still-
I gotta
It's
roll
a
the
spell
hit.
attack.
It's a spell attack. Hold on. How about 18?
That will hit.
For
Nice.
So 11.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's it.
Okay. Back up to the top. It is Lemonardo's turn.
All right, so I can't see the hag, correct?
Correct.
This is unfortunate. I would like to stay hidden. Okay, so we've got the hag, the half giant, and the giant.
No, it's just a hag and a giant.
Okay, hag and a giant. I'm going for that giant baby. Is there anyone within 5 feet of it?
No, there's not.
Okay, then I'm using steady aim. Ready, steady, and go. So that is a 14 on the dice plus an 8.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Okay, so first up, we got a... What is this? 3 plus 4? Yes, so 7. That a plus 1 to our damage too? Did we decide that? No? Okay, it's
I don't
7.
think we did.
Okay. 7 for
I don't
that,
remember
and
now.
then...
Out there.
Oh, hot damn. 666, a 4 and a 1. So, I can't do
23.
math.
23.
18.
I'm so glad we have someone that can do math in this game.
No,
I know.
Yeah.
6, 12, 18, 22, 23. Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
This game
So
of
then
numbers.
additional 23 damage. And that is my turn.
Okay. Rowan, you are up.
Yeah. I'll start with my bonus action against the giant. Send a little shimmery arrow its way.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit. Is its AC 11?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And then as my action, I'll do right in front of the cabin, centered in the fog cloud, because my radius is 40 feet. I'm just going to Ice Storm and assume I'll hit her. I
Okay.
know my wolves will be hit, but it's a DC 17 Dex save.
All right.
Nice.
My wolves die. I just... The amount of damage is could, unless I could roll minimum. Let's see.
Yeah, that's
Wolves,
a
how'd you do?
15, so she fails.
Okay, so that's going to be 2d8 bludgeoning, which is this dice and this one. So that's going to be 3 points of bludgeoning, which is bad. My wolves aren't dead yet, and then 4d6 cold, which is 4, 10. And 19. So my wolves are dead. So 19 cold damage. Goodbye, wolves. You did well. And the Hellstones turn the area into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So.
One thing I have been forgetting is to roll concentration for her fog cloud. I don't think there's any way she can make up for this one. The fog cloud is gone.
Yay!
She's laying there, but she is incredibly badly beaten up. She no longer looks like a small old lady. She is now about twice that size. Excuse me. 11, 12 feet tall. Gray skin. Her hair looks like tangles of ivy and dead branches. Wearing a dress that is very tattered and rotten looking. Laying there amongst these dead wolves, breathing very raggedly, but still breathing.
And then I'll move 30 feet closer to her, trying to
Okay.
avoid an opportunity attack from the giant if possible, but if not, I understand.
No, you can get around him.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Speaking of the hag, it is now her turn. Half her movement to stand up. And then just enough movement to make it to you, Rowan.
Hooray! We love that.
So she is going to try and pull you in for a crushing hug. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yep, that does that.
Okay. Just enough d6 out on my table for this. Four, 8, 12, 14, 20, 26, 28, 31. That is 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
We love the temp HP saving our ass there.
And you are grappled.
Okay.
You can make a... At the end of each of your turns, you can make a DC 15 as Dex or Strength saving throw, whichever one.
Okay.
But at the end of your turn. All right. Now it is the Fomorian's turn. And let's see. I think of who he can see, Torvin is the one that has been... Because, yeah, he made the Guardians of Faith and the spiritual weapon. Yeah, he doesn't like you. So, I need you to make a DC 14 charisma saving throw.
Ugh, charisma. That's a
I
5.
guess.
Okay. That is a fail. So that is 14. 21. That is 28 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
So this giant, like looking at its face, you can see among the disfigurements, he's got one eye is several times larger than it should be. And he looks you dead in the eye, and the eye glows this bright, sickly green color. And you, looking into his eye, take that damage, but then you become cursed with magical deformities.
Oh, fun.
So one of your arms grows a little bit longer. You get this growth on the side of your neck, and some boils start to sprout all over your body. One of your legs shrinks a little bit. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on all ability checks, saving throws, and attacks that are based on strength or dexterity. So your athletics, acrobatics,
Okay.
perception, all that stuff.
And any weapon attacks, basically. Okay.
Yeah. And that is his turn. It is now Wix's turn.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Guys, how do I
Wix
look?
is Gonna
Look great.
start by having the duck cannon blast at the witch,
Okay.
which is gonna be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Perfect. And that does, I forgot, much like most of my abilities earlier, knock her 5 feet away from the cannon.
Okay.
Not sure if that would affect her hold on Rowan, but
That's a good question.
Rowan just
Let's.
gets dragged along.
I'm going to make a strength check for the hag, and I want you to make a strength or dex saving throw to see if during this forced movement you're able to release yourself.
Strength save. I got a 6.
Okay. She got 17. So
Yeah, no,
She-
I got a 6.
she still got you. But
Fair.
depending on how much damage this.
12.
So it doesn't matter anyway, because she just died.
Great.
Yay!
Thank you, Nick.
So-
That
Yes.
was just,
What is
I was
this?
just going to teleport out of the grapple.
Okay. What does this look like? Describe your kill with this duck cannon.
Whack, 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 as it quacks out another force ballista that very narrowly misses Rowan and blasts her right through the chest.
All right. There.
And then for my action, I am going to grab like a little pea shooter and put a syringe in it and blow it at my good friend Lemonardo as this syringe just hits you right in the neck, and I cast haste on you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Guy.
I love that.
Yeah, really hyped up on whatever was in that syringe. I refuse to tell
Fast
you.
juice.
It's my fast juice.
Oh man. All right. Any movement?
No, I think that is all for me.
All right, Torvin.
Torvin's mad at the giant, so
Why?
she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt, 5th level,
All right.
nat 20.
Oh, let's go.
Man.
Our now
yeah.
rogue has advantage, yeah.
So 8d6 is 48, and then I'll roll the 8d6. Couldn't have come at a better time. I'm missing a d6, whatever. 8, 21. They're not very good, but 29 more. That's all radiant. So 48,
Okay.
29.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like using my now elongated arm, just kind of like swing it haphazardly and cast Guiding Bolt out of it. Sears across the clearing to where the giant is mid cast. We're going to say that I dodged the spiritual weapon out of the way just to not burn it up. And I feel like I got to hit him in the eye.
That's
That he
fair.
casted it with me. So blasting through the eye.
Yep,
Out the
it
back.
goes clean through. There's now a large gaping hole in its head as it falls to the ground with a crash. And that is it. You are out of initiative.
We did it.
Did
We
it.
killed them.
We don't know why, but we did it. We
I
can
mean-
bring no closure to the family, but hey.
If anybody wants to roll like a history, or even I'd even let like an arcana for like
Do
hags.
Arcana.
I'll go for history.
Like,
Can I guide
If you
myself?
want.
History.
I got a
Go for it.
25.
That is
No.
a
Yeah, I'm
23.
not the guy.
okay. So yeah, I think you would both understand like this isn't any normal kind of hag. This is a hag that is called an anise hag.
Ooh.
They especially delight in tormenting the weak. They love to. They basically present themselves to kids and disguised as, a granny, and will give them special tokens that they can use to talk to the kids, and they will basically just try to corrupt the kids as much as they can. It will start with things like stealing and little things like that, and eventually hopefully work their way up to actually killing somebody. Basically their whole thing is just to cause as much despair around them as they can. Whatever you want to make of the murder that happened, probably just this farmer catching the kids talking to Grammy or Gramps or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wrong place, wrong time.
I'd
gonna-
ask the kids about that. If the kids witnessed it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Torvin and be like, I can fix this, and I'm just gonna cast invisibility on you because I took no healing spells and no restorations, but I'm fixing the problem.
Well, I mean, the good news is, you can pretty much just, take 20 on the saving throw. You're going to repeat it at the end of every long rest. So eventually, you'll be back to normal.
There we go.
But for the next hour,
Eventually.
For the next
Thanks,
hour,
Trevor.
we
Thanks.
don't want to see
Yeah.
it.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, unless you guys want to head back to the village, and I don't know, I guess we got what, 15 minutes left until our slot's up?
Battle Royale. against each other.
I mean, if you guys want to, I'm not going to tell you.
Man, I don't have like 80 spell slots left.
No, if it's a good time to end, it's a good time to end.
Yeah.
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 All right, well, I guess can ask Nolan about that. If do you want us to just start
not, I
vamping and anybody got a type 5 they're working on? To
What about airplane food? Am I right?
Yeah.
A
You got it,
bard,
Mika.
a
Keep
cleric, and a druid walk into a bar.
I guess it helps if
going.
I mute myself. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
We can do now, yep.
Excellent.
It's
Fantastic job, everybody. Yes, it is me, God. This is that does not appeal to my my superiority complex in any way, shape, or form. No, but fantastic job. Yeah, if you guys are done, no need to vamp unless you really want to. If you have any things you guys want to plug, projects you're involved in, anything you've got coming up. Sean, I know you're rugging yourself ragged with all these streams this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I can say who I am, and then I'll make other people say who they are. Hi,
Perfect.
I'm Sean. You can find me all across the internet at Help Action Needed, all one word, on places that it exists. Stuff that's coming up on Sunday, the 13th. Don't come watch it, because be here supporting the children, but you could have it open in a second tab, is the end of our Agathala Long-inspired Down the Forest Road campaign. It's a long episode for anyone that's been watching it. This one is 3 hours, so almost double length.
Ooh.
But it's the finale, and it's really, really good. I finished editing it at 8 a.m. this morning because I was up, and so I figured buy myself some time this weekend. If you're in Chicago, come to C2E2 tomorrow and see me. I'll be there. Other than that, this is actually a week I'm giving myself a break, so on Thursday, come see Mika and I on my channel playing a Zelda-inspired mini-series where we're going to be reverse breaking into Hyrule Castle to try and take down Ganon, and then starting next week again will be a whole lot of stuff all over the place, and follow my socials to tell you all about it, but at least this week I'm taking a second to breathe. Mika!
Hi, I'm Mika. I do things. I'm actually about to hit my free time as well. But if you want to catch me right away, tonight on Entropy Emporium at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be in Weird Wild's War, homebrew D&D campaign where I play Lemon Sour, a Warforged soldier who is just learning about things like friendship and gender identity. Then you can catch me at any time. Season 2 of The Heart is a Dungeon, Once Happily Upon Ever, where I play La La Lemon, who is just a little Corvid Fae, who also does things.
I'm sensing a
Maybe
theme
not
with your
the-
names.
Greatest thing.
Every one of them.
Or you can catch me right now on RP Jesters on their limited series Hench, where we are all henchmen. I am Lucas Lemon of the E-Lemonates. And I had a great time with everyone at RP Jesters. Otherwise, I think that next Thursday with Sean, Zelda game, yeah, that's surprisingly it.
We're both luckily taking off like the end of April to breathe.
Yeah.
Was that everybody? Did I miss something?
Mika hasn't popcorned to anyone yet. We've only done
Oh,
25.
popcorn. Nate,
Gotcha.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't. I definitely said popcorn to Nate. Nate, what are you doing? Why are
Hey,
you
what's up? I'm
not
Nate.
responding to my popcorn?
What's up, internet? Hi. If you enjoyed me today and you want more of me in your ear holes, check out Escape the Dungeon podcast, where we're playing a game of what's it called? Urban Shadows 2nd edition. It's super fun. If you want even more than that, wait for Mika's awesome show on RP Jesters to be over, and then I'll be joining RP Jesters for a game of Old Gods of Appalachia.
Nice.
Appalachia. I'll be playing Appalachia. I'll be playing Chet,
There you go.
the Swamp Wizard. And then if you want even more of me, and you're like, man, this Nate guy's good, I want even more, check out all my cool friends' channels. Star Crawl, I will be on Wednesdays for Thirsty Swords Lesbian, and on Thursdays for Paint the Town Red, a vampire game where we're on the Titanic, and things will probably go well.
Yeah, famously.
Popcorn Phil.
Hey, I'm Phil. I just have a podcast, so I don't do quite as many things as you guys do. But it's one of the co-founders of the Bards and Barrels podcast, and instead of playing, we talk about how to play and try to teach people how to play. Recently been able to do kind of some partnering with local businesses, so been able to help DM for some social skills groups for kids. We just wrapped up a huge 30-person campaign at a brewery last night here in town that we'll talk about that sometime. It's pretty sweet how they ran that, so got to be a part of that and interview those guys last night too. So but Bards and Barrels, anywhere you find podcasts. Got some stuff on YouTube too, trying to do some more videos this year. And Chris?
I'm nowhere, man. If I'm here on this Extra Life weekend every year now, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, you can look for me, Awesome Chris. I mean, I'm on Threads and Blue Sky and Instagram and stuff. I don't share a lot, but every once in a while I do, and it's usually something interesting at least. But that's about it for me.